Oh, hey. What's going on? Who's my first chatter? Who's a first chatter? You're a first chatter. How you doing? How you doing? Anybody want to do BLOPs next week? Thoughts? Prayers? Any any volunteers? Any guinea pigs? Nico number 2. Nico has some SRP coming his way. We might have to do a DC carve out after that. Nico's ISP killed his scoopers, and I'm going to pay him. But it's making me think I don't think I'm going to do that in the future. My boy Nico, what's up, G? What's going on? Kono May, first chat of the day. It rhymes. Hey, hey, hey. Almost nothing lost, though? Oh, really? My man, you got another haircut? No, I haven't gotten a haircut in months. I just have it tied up right now. The hairline's exposed. Oh, fuck. No, I haven't got a haircut in forever. What I usually do is I buzz up the sides and let the top go long and then just let that go for a few months and then buzz it all down again, over and over again. Gotta stop smoking that vape before I stream. It's making me cough like a mother trucker. Whew. What's a BLOPs? A BLOPs is a Black Ops battleship. You kind of look like you own a katana right now. Yeah, it's the man bun shit. I don't have a katana yet. So Nico is the first claimant of SRP. I just have to decide if I want to pay DCs or not. Because usually DCs don't kill you unless you're on vitals. So it's pretty rare. I'm tempted to pay it out anyway. I'm going to pay him now, but I'm tempted to pay it out in the future too. I'll have to think about that. I hadn't considered DCs because unless you're on a Vic core, it doesn't matter. You're just as bad. He chopped off some of the sides and back with some utility says, oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I mean, haircut's one of them things when I was younger. I just couldn't stand paying for every like 2 weeks. But I'm not too fussed one way or another about the old hair at this point. Still got some to play with. Partner likes, that's all that matters, right? Hello, everybody. Mando, third musketeer of the day. What's up, Mando? How you doing? How you doing? Paul coming in right after the 3 mark, number 4 in my heart. That doesn't sound like it's very high up. Paul wants to know how I'm doing. I'm doing really well. Thank you for asking. I hope you can find something cool to celebrate this week, mister. Good to see you. Shout out to my homies over on YouTube. How you doing? John Stewart, Michael Lukes. What's going on? How y'all doing? Remember, it uses your like full name over on YouTube unless you change it, so. Dodge This is here. How you doing? How you doing? It's going well. Thank you for asking. Little metamorphosis on scan. Would be obviously a big shame if somebody harassed me at this on these gas sites today, because there's so many of them. But we can always take a break and come back. You know what it is. You too lazy to change it? Feel that. Feel that. Spectators here. What's up, buddy? Spectator found a Zugma BPC. This happens to everybody at the start. You're like, why is this valuable modules blueprint worth nothing? Because apparently there's so many blueprints and so few materials for it. Or something like that. I don't know how it works. What's up, Spectator? Good to see you. Welcome back to my little show. Piggle, cracking jokes about the coffee. Today might be the last day of the creamer. Tomorrow I ostensibly get a French press. Not a German press. Not a British press. Not a Chinese press. Not a New Zealander press. Not American press, but a French press. So I'm thinking we'll have to upgrade on the bean, fancy with it. I also organized the room again. I didn't like that big fat table here. It was annoying. Michael Lukes over on YouTube says, Nomad Tail is awesome and has significantly changed the way I play. Awesome. Hopefully in a good way, right? Thank you for the kind words. Slowly working on episode 16. I cracked it open last night and was messing with it, and wow, I might refactor it all. Brutal. Brutal. Toto is here. What's going on? Refactoring an episode of Ant is something I've always wanted to do. Like, get it almost done and then just, like, redo it really good. I think we're going to do it on this one. I don't think I'm going to put dairy in the French press coffee. I don't think I will. I'll try it. Much more carefully. I love that. Kaden is here. How you doing? How you doing? Welcome back. Techno Troll, welcome back as well. Good to see you. Sorry for the shocking hairline today, ladies and gentlemen, but you know, got to keep it natural every once in a while. We got to switch off with a bowl cut every once in a while, you know? I'm not nearly Asian enough to pull that off and look cool doing it. Yeah, they're actually going to make a play on my little prospies. Let's see what they do, yeah? Let's let's give them a chance. Let's give them a chance to attack me. And then we'll hide off in a safe and make them regret even trying. Yeah? Thoughts? How's that sound? Now, if that sounds like hubris, let me reinforce your intuition by affirming that, yes, that is hubris. Combats are pulled, so can we expect something on D-Scan here shortly, or what? Nothing on D-Scan? No? Just... You just want to get the location of the prospects, and then you want to land on them like when they're 400 km away? What's up? Okay. I feel like dude actually realized how pointless that was. But maybe I'm bugging. Michael Lukes, hope you have a wonderful week. Same to you, John Stewart, over on YouTube. John Stewart, not of course being spelled the same way as the Daily Show host, but the Stewart Little way. I'm fine with no SRP. No, I'm gonna pay you. What's the bill on it? I never thought DCs would get ventures or prospects killed, and then I realized, of course, the VitCores, right? It was on a VitCore, right? There's no other site that would kill you. Support ticket didn't help with the DC. Yeah, I'm trying to put together like a BLOPs crew. Potentially. I'm going to try to do that today if possible. So if you guys are interested in that, I'll bug you a little bit later about it. But basically, I just need like 2 or 3 dudes to help me terrorize Curse. There's only one other group blopsing it currently, and like I feel like we could blops them if we just had some balls. What's up, Life After? Pip and all that, of course. Cheerio and what's not. If you don't know, you probably never will. Peter Pinecone is here. Howdy doody. You're 72nd in my heart. Exactly. Paul says this week rules because I'm working through a Godot tutorial making pixel art. Uh-oh. Holy guaca motherfucking moly. You're doing Godot, which is a game development IDE. And you're making pixel art. Have you ever heard of a program called A-Sprite before? Now, I would never encourage you to pirate this or anything like that, but this is a nice little standalone program that specializes in pixel art. It's awesome. It's really a joy to use. My hair is not cooperating. Come on. There you go. Good boy. I recommend a good grinder makes all the difference. Well, I do have a grinder. It's just not for coffee. But since I don't smoke weed anymore. By the way, it's been 8 days since I last smoked weed. Just saying. Now, I have been eating weed. So I shouldn't get really any props here. I'm just saying. It has been 8 days. Road to a Christian. What's up, buddy? What's up? Blopsing? No, not yet. I'm hoping next week I can start blopsing. You're right. No, I quit. Yeah, I don't want to smoke anymore because it hurts my throat too much. It like causes issues in my throat and like irritates stuff. And like, I'm not saying like smoking cannabis is like unhealthy, like nicotine or like tobacco, but it was doing damage to my esophagus because of the heat and particulates and stuff. So I stopped. So I just bought a couple edibles. I don't really care too much for them, but I think I could probably get off of it entirely, like within a month. Bang Biscuit, what's going on, mister? The man bun, you're so gracious to let them take a shot at you. Yeah, I do have the man bun today. It's crazy. It's like 5, 6, 7, 8 years a little late, so I think it's almost coming back. Somebody launched Satori Harogu. I don't know how to say it. Combats on my Huffers earlier. He thought it was serious business. I mean, I do use those to scan with regularly for what it's worth. Oh, did anybody see on Discord? I actually lost a set of Satori Harogu combats. I actually lost them. It's almost impossible to lose probes these days. The only way to lose them is to either disconnect or intentionally close the client without recalling them. And I did that with Satori's and just went to bed. I just closed it and went to bed. 10 minutes later, poof, 150 million gone. DC, right when I warped to the site, not sure if Vitcore instrumental. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you could. Well, that makes me feel more inclined to SRP. Sorry for the throat clearing. I made that mistake of hitting the vape like a goddamn idiot. Thank you guys for showing up and keeping me company and being awesome. I love you all. Life after tomorrow, I get the French press. Tricone Nebula, what's going on, nerds? That would be really funny to Piggle. Father, it has been 8 days since my last weed. Please, sir, may I have a weed? Eating better than smoking for sure. Yeah, certainly the case. But I mean, I'd rather just stop smoking altogether if I could help it. It's just I was addicted, or am addicted to it. Did you have EOB? What's that? Sorry, I don't know what that is, Nebula. Thanks, Pagel. Thanks for the encouragement. Yeah, I have no idea, Spectator, but you can always go to the Jitter market and look at what people are paying for them, and then just kind of go between them. What's up, Tank? Ah, okay. No, I don't have this. I mean, I'm just make it clear, like, well, I was having pains in my throat from various stuff that were being exacerbated by the hot particulates of a cloud of smoke, right? So we can't really sit here and say like, oh, and smoking weed is going to make you hurt. But it's just I have other stuff going on. So I don't know what exactly it is. In my country, we don't really get great health care. So I'm actually not sure what's going on. But we'll figure it out eventually. It's probably all the cancers combined. You know what it is. Hello, everybody. Nico, please let me know how much to send you. I mean, I'm not at all interested in getting out of this. I don't want to. First opportunity to pay somebody SRP and make their life better. Let's do it. I think I'll probably pay DCs too, to be fair. But I think if like somebody DCs over and over again, I'll just tell them no more. That's all. They have to fix your internet kind of deal, you know? Most people don't DC that frequently. When you do, it's actually not consequential, so. Just let me know the amount, Nico. Send a contract to Jolly Ranchers for ISK. With the kill mails or whatever you want to do on Discord as well. Your liver metabolizes THC differently so that by the time it hits your blood, psychoactive for a slightly different form of... Are you are you interested in the cannabinoid sciences? Are you a endocannabinoid system enthusiast? Yeah, please do. Oh, Paul, you're AFK. I apologize. So A-Spray is a program that is for designing pixel art, and it's really good at just that. Now, obviously, I said earlier I would never tell you to go pirate or anything like that. That would be insane. But you should at least look at what it is, right? Oh, you are using it. Oh, okay. Well, then don't worry. Perfect. Yeah, A-Spray's great. A-Spray and Godot work hand in hand. I mean, dude, I have a lot of experience with hobbyist game dev. If you ever want to pick my brain, I've made back ends for them. I've done art. I've done front ends. I've done animation. I've done everything. Like just the intro level, everything. I saw a YouTube video that explained the edible versus smoke differences really well. Yeah. Yeah, I probably won't get too much into like weed and the effects of weed today or anything like that because I am quitting and all that. But you know, I am a lifelong user. I can't get out of that. But I think probably smarter things to talk about if I am quitting it. No doubt, Nebby. I know you're just sharing what you know. Of course. Yeah, so I doubt I'll be doing edibles forever. I don't really care too much for it. And the vape is like not really so much better. It's still getting, you know, PG water vapor. Being weed free, I've definitely noticed a big difference. Like a big difference. I'm assuming a positive difference. Less cloudy or whatever. That's awesome. 5 months. What made you stop smoking, bro? You trying to get the mental health in order or what? By the way, I was reported a little issue with my switching client. Apparently the cycles aren't working, right? Which I guess I don't understand how that's possible. These are the cycle commands here. So it's like cycle plus plus. If the cycle is greater than or equal to the number of clients, since we start counting at 0, then set it to 0. And then minus, if it's less than 0, then set it to the client count -1. I guess I don't understand how this could possibly fail. What am I missing? This is like the standard wraparound incremental coding, just in a really shitty way. How did he have issues with it? Let me see what he said on Discord. Oh, my Discord's not working. My camera wasn't working today. It took me 2 hours to get my camera working before I came on stream, by the way. And also my Discord's not working. Linux ready to rock, baby. Hold on, let me see. Zero index versus another kind of index. Well, we have a lot of people that don't code here. So telling them, reminding them we count from 0 is helpful, I think, right? I don't know, maybe not. So this person says that, question about evemin. Sometimes the forward and back command behaves erratically. Like you expect to cycle through ABC, but sometimes it's doing ACB. ABC. Interesting. It literally increases it by 1 and then wraps. And then, so I don't know how, but I got to test that. I'm not sure how that person had that issue. I'm assuming it's something with like the script getting slowed down by spamming it. Maybe. That's crazy. What's up, SBT? How you doing? Saw a YouTube video that explained the edible worst things to do every day. You talking about there's worse things to do every day than marijuana? Paul says, I used to love cannabis, but being weed free, I've noticed a big difference. My brain is clearer, emotional stability better. I dream again. This is scary to me. All my dreams are terrifying. Focus better. I was a daily user and it's affecting my life and people around me. Really? Oh, wow. Well, good for you, Paul. I'm proud of you, buddy. If it's a good change, I'm all for it, man. It's going well, SBT. How are you? Doing well, tired as hell. I'll get some sleep, man. You know, I'll serenade you to sleep with my silly songs and sinos. I'm sorry, I got nothing. What's up, Hal? How you doing? Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Love to have you here. So the elephant in the room is I made a corp called Grouper Troopers. I was going to do some angel stuff, but I realized as I was like exploring the mechanics myself that we really don't even probably want to do all the stuff that I was thinking we could. So long story short, I'd like to reform it and focus on a group that build a group that focuses on curse and as a primary form of entertainment, blopsing things that happen to step out of line in curps. So for anybody in Grouper Troopers now, understand that corp will be folding down and recreated like as of today. And then there'll be a new corp. And I'll probably either put a POS or a building down in Curse, or we'll use an NPC station to start with. And we'll build a crew of people that can blops ratters and other blopsters, and we'll probably focus on like fighting blopsing instead of just ganking entirely. So we're gonna look at like anything we can do to counter the other blopsters in the area and stuff like that. Full comms, full corporation, right? Now the big thing that's crazy and a lot of people are going to be upset about is actually I don't think we need angel standings. Sub Spooky? Yeah, I got the man bun on today. It's brutal. It's brutal. What's going on, mister? Welcome back. I feel like if I quit weed altogether, I'd still take like a tiny edible at night or something, just so I don't have to dream. Manny is here. What's poppin', slime? How you doing? The famous American samurai. Is that really? No, man. I gotta get a katana now and do weeaboo shit, don't I? Because I pulled my hair back. Fuck. It's all over for me, bro. It's all over for me. So anyway, long story short, the BLOPs group needs a few people that want to get kills, have characters, and want to start something fresh. I mean, really, if you're starting at the ground up and you're involved in it, I mean, you're going to be able to shape it as well. I mean, I'm happy to provide just about everything we need to do it. I'm just wondering, is like, does anybody want to do that? I know some people DM'd me, some people messaged me on my Discord server about it, but like anybody here interested in like the idea of putting a character out there and blopsing? I mean, ultimately what I would love is 3 other dudes or chicks that have a hunting character and a dropping character to just kill anything that moves and curse with me a couple times a week. You know? But I know a lot of people are new to the game, or maybe some people don't want to step down and do something fresh like that. So it's one of those things. Will I have to rejoin? If you're already in Grouper Troopers, yeah, I'll be able to invite people that are in Grouper Troopers to the new group. Yep. I'm going to do a full post today on my Discord in the bulletin section, and obviously let you know tomorrow as well. Chilling and gas? Yes, sir, Woolykins. Crucially not AFK in a Drekevats in some random shitty safe so you can kill me again, mister. I'm on to you. You're down to try? Yeah, it's really easy. Blopsing. It's not a hard thing. It's just, there's mind games to it and you can get baited, so that's all. But we're going to get baited a lot. It's going to be fun. But really, all you need to participate is a bomber. You don't need anything. You need one account with a bomber. So, like, that's literally all you need. Obviously, I don't really care. It doesn't really help me if you bring a bomber, but you can participate and add some damage. But basically, I'd be looking for people, and I'll talk to some people in DMs and stuff like that, and I'll be looking for somebody, or even like 3-4 people that kind of have a desire to kind of run a region, because it's just like nobody there that blops except for one other group. And there are groups that rat in there, and we can just go into Goons and Brave whenever we feel like it as well if we're bored. Should be infinite things to drop on. And hunting is pretty simple, you know, just grab the thing. So I know it's so easy, but multiple people hunting at once, going all over the region, could be good fun. And I intend to do it on stream too. So it'll be quite fun. We'll have to be fighting bait on stream. It'll be great. On stream, we'll focus on sending bombers through a bridge. Off stream, we'll probably send our battleships through. You could inject into a Panther today. I would highly recommend not injecting into anything for this group, especially given what just happened with Grouper Troopers. But let's do it like this. So we're gonna have 3 types of people that I talk to. We're gonna have people that are like, okay, fuck yeah, I have a character, I'm gonna put it there, we'll blops people, we'll kill people and get kills. We'll have people that are like, hey, I can put a character in there and like goof around, but I don't really know what I'm doing. And then we'll have people that are just like vaguely interested, right? I desperately need the first group right now, a couple people like this week, and I'll be going on my way to get it. I'm not expecting to get it now. That have the ability to hunt, really, because if you're not hunting, you're kind of passive, right? What are popular blopsing ships right now? Actually, I can't say I'm a blopsing expert by any stretch. I obviously have a lot to learn as well, but I've done it in the past. It's really not that difficult. You see a ton of people in Redeemers and Marshals out there. Yeah, Halb's got a little flowchart for you. But the fact is, we're probably not going to be sending too many battleships through these things. bombers, Tech 3 cruisers and stuff, more than sufficient to kill most of the people that we find. So you don't really need to bridge, you don't really need to fly a BLOPs, you don't need JDC, you don't need fuel conservation, you don't need anything. You don't need Battleship 5. You just need to fly a bomber or have Sino 5 so you can hunt. That's always amazing. So anyway, I guess I need to set up some type of funnel here. It's a shame my Discord's not working. Let me see if I can update FlatPay. I just updated Goofcore and it's like, not gonna work anymore, bitch. I'll probably have Jack and a Panther just because I feel like it, but I don't really care for the order of, you know. Oh, my Discord's not working. That's a bummer. So I can't set up a funnel right now to get people interested in it, but I'm probably gonna personally inject Jack into some blopsing stuff, even though I have characters that already have it. I just don't want to involve my nomad characters and stuff like that. So it could be at the point where, like, if by next week I don't have like hunters with me, I might just solo hunt and bring some bombers with me, you know, people that just want to tag along. But I'd much rather have like 3 or 4 people going at once. So again, we'll figure it out. Imagine you want the tunes involved to be in. Yeah, we could do an NPSI as well, but I don't want to. I did just move into Derelict, Losec, not far from Curse. Also, sup, everybody, sup? Tom. And of course, if I can't get like an actual hunting party by next Tuesday, we'll just push back 1 week. I'm not worried. Let me try to install, or I can run Discord through my browser, I think, yeah. My Discord's not working, so I can't set up a funnel. I'm like, what the f. What's up, Endless OG? I see you over on YouTube. Just about full on gas here, by the way. There'll be 10k left in this cloud. We can come back and grab it real quick. Damn, Discord's got a 2FA, I forgot. That's crazy. You guys Aegis users? For your 2FA? Any Google Authenticator users here? I'm sorry, I'm rude. Connecting. All right, so we've got this. Now, how should I do this? Yeah, I think we'll just funnel it through DMs on Discord, right? So if I go to the bulletin and I go, it's tempting to do a ping, but I think I won't. Hi there. I'm forming a small BLOPs group of Curse Corp. If you have a hunting character or Sino 5, please DM. Wait. Want to participate? I guess I'll do an @hero ping. Fuck it. All right. So basically now I have it set up. If you want to potentially hunt and do shite like that, you can actually send me a DM on Discord now, and I'll start going through this. I have a few that I already have to go through, right? And the premise is simple. I'd like to form a group, but I need help. So I would go with 2 other hunters next week, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. We will. And what I'll do is over the weekend, next weekend, I'll open up the corp to people that want to tag along and like bombers and whatnot as well. But for now, I'm not really interested in that because that's more of a, you know, we don't really need that. So anyway, hello, how are you? Pro System, what's going on? P9, what's up? I have 4 authentication apps for work. What's up, Rizio? How you doing? So if I could sway some experienced hunters to join me, that would be absolutely fantastic. Otherwise, I'll have to train people up to what little I know already, and then we'll start from there. So please let me know. I'll go through those that hit me up already when I'm done with the stream today. I've been putting it off until today. I'm also going to close down Grouper Troopers today, and I'll put an announcement for that as well. We'll reform all that. Bountiful Frontier Reservoir. Been playing too much BG3, bro. Oh, wow, that is off. Way off. Doing yawn tasks. What's up, Cranit? Big downside with bombers is that you bleed them very fast. Yeah, sure. I just... You know, that's more for the NPSI style, yeah? Like having a bomber in your group, you know, you can have 40 of them. None of them need comms, basically, right? They just have to point and shoot. So it's kind of, I'm not interested in that, I guess is what it comes down to. But we will have some tag along because there will be some people that want to contribute and can't, right? But it doesn't really help us in any way. We'll need people that can hunt. The meta's back. Man, he's really interested in getting me. Yeah, so keep in mind, I'm going to be responding to people all day. I'm going to hit you guys back up, hit you guys back right away. But if I don't respond, it's because I'm just going to finish streaming first. No worries. But please hit me up if you have any questions, if you want to know if you can, like, contribute or whatever. Don't inject in anything. I'm looking for more experience over skills right now. And obviously there will be vibe checks and shit. It's just how corporations go. But I'm sure you'll be fine. If you're a fan of the show, you'll absolutely like the corp. More hunters, more kills. Yeah, I mean, my dream is to have every person in the fleet as a hunter as well. So if we don't start with that, we're going to mold towards that. Yeah, that'd be crazy if I got Chronicle to come back. Damn, you lurk at my streams like that? Maybe he's not lurking, he just saw the DM. It wasn't knee deep in projects, so I'd come hang out in Panther and Hunter training, but I haven't got to drop the Panther before the sub ended. Yeah. Nah, it'll be here when you come back. I'm looking for a long-term stream corp. So that's why I kind of thought hard about Grouper Trip. I'm like, you know what? I can do one better. We don't have to worry about the rep. We don't have to worry about the lawless AWACSing horse shit. All we really probably need to do is just get out there and blops people and be done with it, right? That's what I'm going to do, no matter what. Even if I have to do it myself, I will solo blops. I don't care. I will drop whatever I need to do it. So it's going to happen. We're going to be blopsing on stream. We're going to get baited. We're going to die. It's going to be fun. We're going to kill a lot of people over the next year. Guaranteed. It's just up to you if you want to be a part of it. That's all. Let's get on that blue circle here. Most people are hunting able to hunt. Yeah, really. And the only time like it would be acceptable to not hunt would be like if you just were like distracted, tired, didn't feel like it. But you should be able to. And that'll be the ultimate goal, right? Let's move away from these guys real quick. There we go. Much better. But I really do look forward to hearing you guys. Make sure when your DMs tell me what's going on, what you're interested in, what you have, and I will go through and respond to every single one of you. There's a bunch of people DMing me already, which is awesome. I love you people. Can I turn on streamer mode on my browser? Nice-oo. Love it. So that's my vision. I'd like to blops once or twice a week on stream. And I'd also like to have the blopsing set up so that we could blops off stream whenever anybody's bored and have a click, right? There's also a lot of other small gang stuff to be had in the east, southeast as well. But I just want to focus on one gameplay loop that'll be fun to watch and impressive to be a part of. So that's the goal. I also think blopsing is cool, right? I've had the skills forever, so it's time to use it. Vimno says I'm pretty interested in her blops, but I've done pretty much all the other subcap stuff. Cool. Yeah, so hunting is basically just catching somebody with a ship and then letting a sino. That's hunting, right? You can use prospects, use covops, use rapiers, use tech 3 cruisers, whatever you want. Some people have the expendable mindset. Some people have the unkillable mindset. Expendable's probably going to go further here with us, personally, but we'll see. You've been blops, same. I've had carriers dropped on my face. I've been Von Hold. Life is tough. And don't make no mistake, like, because I'm going to stream it, we're going to have people counter us, especially goons, but it'll be fun. Tempted to use the Marshal, that is a huge mistake. Not today, not tomorrow, no day will you be using the Marshal in our fleets. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of people that are like, oh, if only I could. And that's cool. I'm not looking for like 50 people to join. I just need a few. And I guarantee you I will get them by next week. So stand by and just enjoy the ride. That's all. Loki can fit cover Sino? Yep. A lot of people like those armor bricked hunters in the past. But Loki can absolutely do it. One thing you got to keep in mind is when you hunt with Tech 3 cruisers, a lot of the targets you might grab, you can just kill with the cruiser. So it's a little weird, right? But blopsing is more about the fun than the clout or the individual kills, I think. So it's a bit of a domination tactic, right? A little annoying. But there's plenty of counterplay. Plenty of blops die all the time. You see this? So there's a Coveter and a Tenguin system on one of the other gas clouds. Yo, my stream title says wormholes are public land. I live that life. he's got a Tengu watching his Coveter. He's gonna see if I gank him. I like his playstyle. It's good. You should be doing that. Although Coveter, big no. Big no. So there's a Vit core, an instrumental core, a bountiful, and a vast in this system. That's why this dude is like going buck wild right now. I guess the cover is off scan though. I don't know what that's about. So anyway, I'm super excited to do that. I look forward to going through your DMs today. I will work out a channel and we will fold down Grouper Troopers, and I will make sure all the Grouper Troopers people have the ability to join us as well. Anybody that joined Grouper Troopers, you're welcome to join the next group as well, even if it's just to tag along. I'm not going to tell anybody in Grouper Troopers they can't play with us. I would like you to. Just understand I'm looking for the kind of the talent component of the corp first, right? With all due respect. Proteus get the hyperspatial subsystem. That is so true. That is so true. Has anybody played BG3 before? That game is so fucking fun. I can't believe it. I literally just am bugging out. I'm playing like a melee warlock and I'm just fucking everything up and or dying. Oh, it's so good. Oh, so good. Anyway, sorry. I'm gushing. So this is kind of what I have planned for my stream. I would like to, like, on Mondays, just do gas, industry, hang out, talk like I'm doing today. On Tuesdays, I'd love to do blopsing for hours. I'm still in Act 1. I'm playing with my girlfriend. It's so much fucking fun, dude. Neither of us has any idea what the fuck's going on. I keep trying to tell her, I'm like, dude, just hide in the room and I'll put the grease outside. And then when they come, they'll fall in the grease and then we can light them up. And she's like, okay. And like half the time she'll like run directly at the enemy with her bard. But the good news is she has Misty Step now. I gave her the necklace with Misty Step. So every time she gets into trouble, it's like, boop. Grease OP. Grease does seem strong, bro. I noticed Grease was strong against me, and then I'm like, wait a second, I can play Gale and actually grease the enemy. One Grease like wins any fight because they're too stupid to light it on fire. Anyway, if you don't know what Grease is, it's like an area of effect you put on the ground, and then when they walk over it, they like whoop, and they fall in their ass. It's so funny. Iron Sales Black Ops in full again. Is that a video you'd recommend, Rezio? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, by the way, we have a giveaway winner. Dude, Rezio won the Vindicate. Do you guys seeing this? What the fuck? Did you see this? Rizio literally won the Vindicator. Did you know that? Here, I'll put it on the list. Rizio, did you know you won or not? Is that why you're here today? That's awesome. Check you wrote the rigged. Ah, I see. All right, well, you got it. All right, buddy. All right. Let me log on Jack the Needle here real quick. Yeah? And give you your little prize. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, baby. Vindicator. That's huge news. Love that for you. What's up, Hypno? How's everybody doing today? Is everybody chilling? Make sure to DM me if you wanna hunt for my BLOPs group, my BLOPs clique, I guess you might call it. Give me 2 seconds here, chat. Just dropping off a little of that there gas. All right, Yak the Needle, vindicated prize for our dear friend Rizio, who all around decent person. I don't want to glaze too much. Scotty's here. Uh-oh. Pinocchio, Rizio. Holy smokes! What's up, Scotty? How you doing? Rizio Typho. Oops, that's not the right command. Hey! This was a gift from Scrap Rat. Now it is yours. Congratulations, Rizio. Hell yeah. I'm going to do a giveaway every weekend, so you guys don't miss me too hard. Promise. Life says sounds handholdy, but a high-sec entry with station to link up before entry or regroup after death makes all the difference. Resupply and rearm made easy. High-sec entry with station to link up before Are you talking about for a BLOPs group? Are you recommending having a place to resupply? Is that what you're saying? We are in an NPC space with stations, right? It's Curse. Shouldn't be that bad. But anyway, I'll schedule a meeting for the hunters that do volunteer or are interested for Wednesday, I think. And if you missed it, that's okay too. We can get you caught back up with a couple meeting minutes. And then we'll do NPSIs on Thursday or Friday, whenever is convenient. And then the other day, we'll just do some goofy giveaways. That's a hell of a week. Now, we don't have to stick to that, but I like having something to do every day that I don't have to come up with. And Blopsing is such a fun thing to add to that. I imagine we'll go on little roams as well, too, if we get, like, over 5 people. But under 5, we'll stick to Blopsing, yeah? Fossabot letting you know I have a YouTube channel. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. Fantastic. So the Bountiful's gone. We have so much gas today, we might be streaming for a while, to be honest. We'll see. We'll probably decide like where to kind of HQ at in Curse and stuff on Wednesday, or I'll decide rather where exactly it is. I do have intentions of still using Zarzak, but I think it is going to take a backseat to just getting a foothold in here and seeing how we can interact with these 2 blocks and the locals. So this system has a lot of people in it all the time. That's for sure. It's called HDAOC or some shit like that. We'll have to take a look at that on the map here in a minute. By the way, where's that 2D map? I need it badly. I need it so bad. My Marshall has a limited engagement timer. Not that this is needed for fireworks. You better have that safety on, young man. If you lose your Marshall, you know I'm gonna laugh. You said that was Project Discovery, Marshall, you expressed? What was that? Recruitment?
Spooky_diplomat says, hey, listen.
Hey,
I love you.
Listen.
Also, Pagel is here.
Pagel is here.
Hi, Pagel.
It's a good day.
Sex arm emoji.
Just ripped, dude. I'm just ripped. All my under is ripped. Alright, logging back on my gas, guys. We'll get the back on a cloud here shortly. Just had to do something with that gas we did scoop earlier. I'm genuinely interested if this guy is going to scoop gas here. Also, I don't like this splash screen with the hand and the login with the blood. I don't like that. Project Discovery, that's amazing. That's awesome. That's my boy. Alright, I think we'll go to the ICR next because the ICR, my friends, is probably the one that he's going to target. So let's see what's going on over there, shall we? I second the design of the blonde hand. Yeah, it just looks like weird. Not cool. It's not cool, man. Alright? It ain't cool at all. Alright, rolling up on an IC here. I don't think dude is actually scooping here. I don't know what his coveter was doing. Very peculiar. Some people are just born interesting, you know? I don't know what it is exactly.
Warp drive active.
Get OPSEC, son.
Warp drive active.
We'll have to take a little break here, but this stream will probably go on for a while today, so make yourselves at home, yeah? Just gonna get a little further away from these. Actually don't shoot that far out. You don't have to do this. I'm just being compulsive. Just being compulsive. Something weird with the K-Win today. It's not being, excuse me, as responsive as it normally is. Ugh. Very bizarre. Probably? Or will. Already long gone from my memory, whatever we were talking about. Alright, beautiful. So this is an instrumental core reservoir, and I'm just taking a goosey gander here and thinking it's full, yeah? I bet we're going to see Rizio on local here soon. We flashed it. But this is 2 2/5 trips, right? So this should take about an hour and a half, maybe, if I had to goosey gander guess. But this is worth a shitload of money and some of the best stuff you can get. And also, it's pretty safe since we're doing the standard spin. Granted, the Vitcore spin is even safer. You can do it here as well. And you missed it? Oh, no. Here, I'll help you out. Why not? Oh, my OPSEC is fading. What's going on? Ah, it's breaking. Oh, goodness. The things we do for our friends, right? You said stream will probably go on for a long time today. Will and probably are two different ideas. True. Yeah, like probably play RimWorld, right? Versus will play RimWorld. You're right. I think it comes from a place of not wanting to let people down, but in fact, you just make it worse. You know what I mean? You know how to stab you right in the heart, you know that? Yeah, I know. I'm actually just holding myself a bit more accountable with that. The world's tough for me. It just feels like my skin is melting whenever I'm playing RimWorld. I miss RimWorld streams, even though I only saw 3 of them. Damn, that's true. He says, yes, we're playing RimWorld. Did I tell you guys? I think I told you this on Friday. Fucking, oh, keep your Chloro coins. Oh, you talking about in RimWorld? Yeah. Well, about that. They're probably still somewhere. I just wonder where they are. If you're talking about channel points, hold on to those. 1 million channel points and I'll play a song on the old guitar. 1 million channel points. I'm thinking about doing a community event where I have to donate like 100 million channel points to get me to play something. Until that happens, though, people can keep coming in here and be like, oh, I bet you don't even play the guitar, asshole. And like, I can't say no because I refuse to pick it up. John over on YouTube says, new hair, who dat? Same hair, just tied up. It's too fucking long. The top is too long. Rizzy doesn't have enough. It feels bad, man. It's funny you're saying that, Spooky. We were talking about that earlier. I'm like, yeah, I don't know exactly what's wrong with me, and I probably won't for a while because I live in a country with bad health care. How long you'll play for 100,000 points? Jesus Christ. Cranit is sitting on it. With how slow the channel points add up, you could start learning from scratch and be proficient by that time. Everybody always spends the channel points on do not redeem, this does nothing, and silly things. How long will I play for 100,000? That's a lot. That's a lot of coins, bro. For 100,000 coins, I'll play you a G major chord. That's it. You play for 1 million total? Yeah. 1 million total coins, and I'll do it. If we all, yeah, I could do a community event where everybody can put in Pego. I might do that one day when I'm bored. That way we can dump the channel points. I only TTS once a day, period. My channel points are accumulated on my 401k. There he is. Hey, look at local chat. It's our boy. I'm doing a major pog jam right now. Can I invite you to Fleet? Actually, that's a little dangerous, I guess, for you. You might lose your seat if someone fucks with you. In 40 years, I'll have enough to buy a hamburger. Shout out Rizzy. I haven't seen him in local in a while. Can't get away from this guy. It's so weird. Where do I go? Every breath I take, every move I make, every step I take, every cake I bake, Rizzio's watching me. That's your theme song, bro. Undead is here. What's up, G? How you doing? What's going on, mister? Are you enjoying life? You probably can't see the count for viewers, right? On Twitch? I have to like turn it on. Oh, how many coins they have? No, I don't. I can't check. There's no way for me to check, which I think is wild. Amazing singing. When's your debut? Well, I'm teasing them saying if they get 1 million channel points, I'll play something on the guitar. I'll probably end up picking it up and playing it at some point. A while ago, the cover of the J System was off for a sec. Don't know if you know this happens. Wait, that right here? This? Ah. Yeah, I was doing it intentionally, Nox, to get Rizzio to show up. I was showing him so he could log on his character here. I don't really mind showing off the high class stuff because anybody that can access me is not worth your time, and anybody that wants to actually access me can't. That's kind of how it goes. What's up, Gabe? What's up, Nox? Thank you for the pointer, Nox, just in case I didn't know. It was nice of you. Undead, I happen to be a pro performer and singer. It's true. You got a couple 100K points so I could help. Wasn't ready for the bait tag? Yeah, no, it's okay. It's okay. Rizio has a character in every wormhole. So sometimes I show him my J code so he logs on and say hi. Only once every couple months. I don't like to abuse his powers. Guys, we're going to play a tiny itty bitty commercial break, but I'm going to be streaming for probably 4 or 5 hours today. Why? Because I have like 8 hours worth of gas sitting in front of me. So should probably get most of this today. And plus I have a lot of scheming to do with my BLOPs. We can watch videos, we can code, whatever I feel like doing, we'll do it. And you're more than welcome to be along for the ride. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in a couple minutes. If you're going to be on that long, I might be able to get home from work and actually join. Wait, join the gas? You'll never take my gas. Strum Jedi, what's up, buddy? How are you? How you doing? How the hell are ya? Oh, the Black Ops video? Yeah, I put it on the queue. You want to watch it later? Yeah, we might actually do that as inspiration. Let me see how long it is real quick. Hold on. The length is a big factor for me. 30 minutes? It's pretty long, Rizio. I don't like long form content. That's why I make 3.5 hour long videos. You understand me? I'm very interested in the blopsing, but no idea about blopsing. Okay. All right. Well, the idea is you tackle somebody and like drop a web on them, and then you light a cyno, and then everybody just comes and kills the guy. That's the premise. You know that, of course. You're not a dummy. But you've never done it. That's the idea. Well, maybe you could learn. Watch the first 1-2 blobs. All right, we'll watch a couple blobs later, Rizio, as inspiration. Say less. Overpricing his guitar. That's true. Spooky will play. That's true. Spooky will play guitar songs for free. Now, why do I price my guitar so high? Because I have anxiety still, and whenever I play music, I always feel anxiety for people. It's weird. So I don't really like playing music for people, but I'll do it if, you know, you compensate me with Chloro coins enough. Duet soon? You should totally check out Spooky's channel, though. Let me do a little shout out. You know he would love it if you followed his channel. You know he'd love it. Oh, I love you guys. Make sure to hit me up with a DM on Twitch, or sorry, on Discord if you're at all interested in that BLOPs group, by the way. Don't try to litigate it through here. Is Carrier dying? Okay. Carrier dying, that's fun. I can learn, teach me sensei. I mean, Undead, you're certainly going to be allowed to join the group, even if you don't know how to hunt. I'm basically just looking for the hunters before we open the floodgates to people that can do the leeching and the learning, you know? That's all. Yeah, we'll do some organizing today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. By Wednesday night, we should know who's gonna head this off and if it's viable and what we're planning on doing. So I intend to invite everybody in Grouper Troopers along for the ride, with or without skills and experience. And then future invitees will be depending what we need. I'll certainly get Undead in here, though. No question. That's my boy. Especially if he's interested. A lot of people have been looking for a long time for a way to play alongside with me. Not because I'm special, but because they like chilling, right? It's just normal to chill with the homies, right? So this is going to be that way. Quite excited about it, if I'm being honest. Why? Because, well, I'm not excited about how many skills I'm going to have to train. Jack's skills are, of course, quite low, unfortunately. But it looks like maybe I'll do a little sponsorship of CCP here, you know, give them a couple bucks. And using the generous subscription money you guys throw my way and catch Jack up for this. Yeah, so most things that can use the Kovop's cloak can use a Cyno, but not everything. Yeah, let's take a look. So if we actually look up Cyno and we look at the covert Cyno, it'll give you a list of all the ships that are allowed to use it right here. Very handy. Very handy dandy. So BLOPs, COVOPs, force recons, which are not combat recons. So for example, Rapier, yes. Hugin, no. Okay. And then there's an AT ship. Prospects. That's something that's interesting that you'll want to keep in mind. Strat cruisers, and then blockade runners can do it, which is hilarious, and then bombers, right? So the cheap things are bombers and prospects. Those are the cheap ways to light a Sino and kill somebody. You can lose the ship and you don't care. But as far as using the Sino itself, well, that's where the Black Ops comes into play. They use their own internal jump drive. They use portals, and they also use conduits. So there's 3 ways to jump to it. They can individually jump, they can jump all their allies but stay, and they can also they can put a portal that their allies can go through, and they can also jump to all their allies and them at the same time. They have basically full control over who goes through it or over how to use it, but it just depends on what you want to do. So train Prospect, okay. Yeah, Prospect would probably be a great hunter to start with. I mean, I imagine a bunch of people would be doing Prospects, probably myself included, to start. COVOPs, Prospects are great, but it's ultimately up to you what you want to do. I know people will be using Tech 3 cruisers, right? It just depends what you want to do. So they will certainly be learning and whatnot. But really, all you got to understand is, like, normally you light the Sino when there's no hope for the opponent, and then you just dunk on them and you all leave and do it again. That's the idea. Where it becomes interesting is, how do you catch the target, and what happens if somebody baits you and escalates? Those are the 2 wrinkling factors that make it not just easy breezy, beautiful cover girl shit. AT ship blowing up at the end? All right, we might have to watch the first 2 fights and then the end, Rizio. Already have experience with hunting bombers, so I could do that, yeah. Go up to the lock speed after decloak, yeah. Well, remember, bombers have no delay after lock speed. Are you getting that backwards, B-Dub? We bait with the sigil sometimes. Yeah, you can let an indie Sino and then do stuff with that too. It's very true. We'll probably focusing just on blue Sinos, even though there's other tricks to be had. It's true. You got you, B-Dub. Yeah, the bombers are great because there's no delay after they decloak. So you can just decloak next to somebody, lock them, locked, and then light the Sino as your scrambler applies, and then, like, everybody's coming through in 10 seconds tops. They can't even lock you and kill you by the time your friends are there. So if they kill you, it's too late. Blaster Manticore. Yeah, that shit's fun. But yeah, I'm positive I can make this work, and I just really want something to gnaw on stream, because my stream is vacuous, unfortunately. I don't really want to call it that, but I can't lie. Like, there's actually no substance to the stream besides just glimpsing in on a Nomad Tale stuff, and I'd like to change that. I'd like to do some type of things we can do here and form content from, and actually feature it on YouTube and be proud of it like we used to. I just don't want to do Needlejack editing anymore. It's just not that fun to edit. I'm sorry. I know you guys would love our montages. I just don't really like it. If somebody wants to edit a montage, feel free. I'm just not doing it. I think 67 people disagree with that. Well, vacuous in this case, you know, you may not be coming here for what I'm doing in Eve necessarily. You come here for the conversation, the mechanical discussions, you know, just the vibes. And again, whatever. I'm not trying to say it's bad. It's certainly stream rules, Toto, and thank you for that. But yeah, I'm just trying to say we could do something on stream that's like not just the NPSI once a week. That's all it is. I really would like a more sense of community with this stream, because right now it's just me, and it's like, you know, come on, we could do better. Colkin streams are a good learning experience, yeah, on how not to stream. If I could get Retulard and Chronicle on board, man, we could probably do this right now. They both got some learning to do, but I think Rhett's even done it. That's cool. Your fantastic vocabulary, vacuous. I'm sorry. I have that tendency to be smarmy with the word choices. I feel like deep down it makes me think I'm like trying to fool people into thinking I'm smart, but it's just obviously not the case. I like words, but I think it's just a way to not feel dumb deep down. I don't know. I have no idea why I do it. Like, vocabulary is only necessary to the point of getting your message across. Past that, it's theater. It's a good thing. Thanks. I like calling them $10 words. SATS vocab. taught me PvP, you taught me exploration, you taught me gas stuffing, and now you're teaching me BLOPs. Fuck yeah. Undead, you are unequivocally a student of the show. But a lot of that comes from within, mate. Believe it or not, I didn't really teach you a whole lot. You just were like, oh, I want to do that, and you just did it. But with that said, I'll happily be a teacher. What's up, Umbra? Welcome back. Umbra has the muted icon. Not sure if Umbra can hear me. Hey, Umbra! Can you hear me? Oh, okay, sorry. The more words you can use, the better you can express yourself? Sure. I guess. It's true. But again, like a word only as good as it's only as good as crafting your meaning. If you start using Shakespearean, you know, dictation and like vocabulary choices, like your message is getting muddled. And that happens a lot when you use like those $10 words. It's brutal. What's that word I was talking about? Dilettante. Yeah. So this is what I use to describe myself when people talk about the vocab. I use this word a fair amount, dilettante. It's basically like dabbling. It's like fake. It's for amusement only. That's kind of where it comes from. You don't sound like you're trying to hit a word count for tomorrow's assignment. I never had any issues writing in school or in university. Writing was always incredibly easy for me. Just, I'm not bragging, but you know, for example, math, chemistry, incredibly painful. But writing was always easy, and like I could never empathize with those that struggled to like get their assignments written. For me, I can put like an outline on a piece of paper and then just like write pages and pages and pages and pages and pages. And like if that's not enough, I'm like, okay, well, there's more to talk about, and like write another outline, and like add that in there. You seem like you rotate a gas cloud in your head. I don't know what the implication of that is, but I love it. I love it. What does that mean? Dude, that's like my new favorite insult. I'm gonna use that on people in political arguments. Oh, you sound like you can rotate a gas cloud in your head. What's up, George? Welcome back to the show. It's your boy. Doing full hairline shenanigans today. It's pretty naked. Anybody hear from Scrap Rat lately? I DM'd him. I wonder where he's at. Scotty says, my problem was always, how do I write a 3-page paper and can sum the whole thing up in 2 sentences and move on with life? Ah, it's the word count that does it for you, right? Yeah. It's just like, why? You're feeling that, like, why? This is dumb, yeah. I guess, I don't know. I mean, I guess like I see that, and even in school and uni, I felt that too. Like I don't want to have to write this paper, but I just have this like thing where I can just expand on anything infinitely. Like it's just like a clown car. The shit just keeps coming out over and over, and you know half of it's nonsense, but like I could just keep doing it. And like for undergrad, for grade school level like papers, you can pretty much just get away with the words, I think. I'm not very creative minded. Yeah, it could be it too. It could just be, you know, how to, you know, that clown car stops after one guy for you, you know? I don't know. I have no idea how it all works psychologically, but I will say that for some reason, I can just keep pulling rabbits out of the hat when it comes to writing infinitely. I could write a book. I've not had no interest, but I could write a book like tomorrow just by continually writing. A gift? Could be. What's going on Tech 3 salvage prices? Yeah, I know, it's fucking insane. It's insane. The market's been insane. The price has gone up such a huge amount for the Nenvims. It's ridiculous. Jumping. And that's why you're fun to watch? Well, shit. I still got you here. And I'm happy for it. Undead is gifting 5 tier 1 subs to Chlorkin's community. Wait for it. They've gifted a total of, wait for it, 293 subs in this channel. I have banned this young man from gifting subs no fewer than 100 times, and he still does it. He refuses to listen to fucking authority. But you know what? Thanks, Undead. You're a cutie. Orbital striking. I feel like orbital strikes were solo, weren't they? Also, political events nowadays make the orbital strike way less fun. Damn, times are changing around here, Undead. We need a softer. Here's what we need. Nah, I can't do a crosshair either. Damn, shit's crazy, bro. All right, we'll leave the orbital strike. That's Undead's thing. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Please stop subbing on my channel. I'm glad Lucy picked one up. Hell yeah. Regular Paolo and Lucy both picked one up. Appreciate you. I mean, Feeple's worth 100 mil each, so I can't complain. Mate, I've been selling jackdaws for like 150 million for like days now. I don't want to tell you what to do, but like these ships, people are buying them for the dumbest prices. It's insane. No, remove me orbital strikes. Yeah, I'm going to leave him. I'm going to leave him. Spooky coming in with a gift. Holy smokes. Spooky. Thank you. Please stop spoiling me. Please stop. You guys spoil me with your awesome conversation. That's good. That's good for me. Don't financially incentivize me. That's terrible. Don't do that. Thank you, though. You guys need to reverse sub. Just take money out of my bank account. What if you could do that to streamers? What if you could just take $5 from their bank account? Anybody watching? Or $6? Add rainbows and unicorns on the emote. Should we find that? Yeah, no, it's okay. I'll just leave it. I think it's harmless. It says get loved on nerd. What's your ATM card pin? You say 293 subs? Yeah, don't stop, Undead. Seriously, you're good. Don't. You're banned. Oh, God.
Autopilot.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Thank you very kindly, Undead. As soon as I read it, I knew what you were about to do. 300 gifted subs on the channel. I'm going to go buy a helicopter. See you guys. Thank you. 300, we can finally stop gifting. We finally hit the number. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're hilarious. Patreon, what's up? Stop it. Can I have a heli ride? Yeah, true. He's brobbing his way into the BLOPs group, don't worry. Even though I already invited him before. He's brobbing his way in. He doesn't quite understand how corruption works, you know? Thank you, Undead. Very generous chatter. Of course, he comes and goes, but that's actually part of Eve. Life says, you taught my old lady Eve through a Nomad Tale. We watched it in the first few months of our kid being born. That's amazing. Aw, that's so sweet. Thank you for sharing that. For real. And sorry about the whole Grouper Troopers thing. I'm going to reform and understand and make sure we have a good time with it. I wasn't planning on being derelict. Gonna have a heli ride. Corruption is for politicians. Thank you, dude. Spooky, I appreciate you too in there, mister. I don't want you to get sandwiched by the undead. Some chatters are just loose with it, I've noticed. You know? Appreciate you, mister. Prime numbers are less arbitrary than round numbers like 300, just say. Stop. Stop it. Late Night Race says perfect game. Got another like 15 minutes? No. Yeah, about 15 minutes if I had to guess. Maybe 13 minutes left on this gas. And we'll chuck that in a pile somewhere. Oof. So we're scooping gas. We're scheming BLOPs. We're gifting subs. And we're looking at code. That's a Monday. That's a fucking Monday. I also have a ton of Tech 3 Industry to do as well. Dude, I don't think I can stream long enough today for all the stuff I have to do on stream. I guess I'll just put some of it off for tomorrow. Oh, goodness. I feel like Pagel hit 2 years as well. Earlier today. Shit's crazy. We're having a great time? Fuck yeah, dude. You guys see what Life After said on YouTube? He said him and his girl kind of learned Eve while their kid was being like newborn through the series. That's so cool. The idea that there's like a couple out there that watches me is like so sweet. It's crazy. War Daddy over on YouTube says, what's the in-game channel name? For the stream, for the NPSIs, or for the BLOPs? The BLOPs we haven't even set up yet. That'll be in a corp. Now for the NPSIs, it's just Jack the Needle. You're welcome. Good to see you, War Daddy. Undead says, hey. Hey. All right. So this is what we left off last time with the scheming. So let's do a little break here. Horizontal rule. So let's see here. The SP is like 7 mil, I want to say, for that on my characters, which is like, you know, a lot, but we're pretty late game now with some of this stuff. We could probably make it happen. I think I'm going to do Tuesday, continue DMs, and then Wednesday meeting, and then next Tuesday leads. So basically, I'm just looking at hitting up people today, tomorrow, and then Wednesday I'll have a meeting in a Discord channel with people that want to come on voice or just catch up in text, and then we'll hopefully can try something over the weekend and just go out and try to catch some people. Depending on who I get and what their stories are, could be quite interesting. From fresh start tune into BLOPs is 30 million skill points. That's insane. Yeah, no, don't do that. No, Jack has like a bunch of skills, and I already have characters with BLOPs, but to get him on he's like the stream character. To get him into it, it will take a little bit. Yeah. I also got to get Jill with Sino 5. Next Tuesday, Shirley wants all the things happening at the same time. Have 2 RL things happening at the same time just before your fleet. It's okay. We'll be hopefully doing it for a long time. What's up, Web Hostage? Welcome back. Good to see ya. I'm a happy boy. I have gas. I have plans. New organization in the background here. La vie est simple. Manger, dormir, et rien faire. Rizio says, nighty night. Take care. Have a wonderful sleep. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for the spook. I appreciate every once in a while seeing you in local. So, want a skill plan? No, I'm good. Thank you though. Yeah, no, I don't even know who I'm gonna be grouped with yet. I don't have no need for like doctrine stuff yet. Pickle says bribes left and right. Yeah, if you just gift 300 subs on that channel, I'll let you bring a bomber to my BLOPs fleet. Can you imagine? For those wondering the context, Undead has been around for a while. Very generous guy. We try to tell him to stop, though. Word Dad said, enjoying your stream. I found your channel through Loru and got sucked into the Nomad's Tale. Love the chill vibes. Thank you. Yeah, I stream on Twitch a fair amount. I'm just mirroring it to YouTube lately. Even though the YouTube stream only gets a handful of viewers, I'm happy to keep doing it. Seems every time I get a couple of people watching. It's cool. I'm happy to talk to more people. I get to meet you, right? Send me $1 billion, you can join the Corps. Privileged bomber, I just need someone to make a gold skin for my Manticore. Steep buy-in. Oh, goodness. Oh, I had a bagel this morning. It was an onion bagel and I toasted it real toasty. I like it extra toasted. But I didn't realize I had run out of cream cheese. So I had a bagel with no cream cheese. What am I supposed to do? Put butter on it and just instantly die? No, I'm good. No, I grated some cheddar on it and put a little spritz of garlic powder on there. Just a dash of salt and pepper, and remelted it and made it toasty, and it was pretty bad. I didn't like it at all. Tomato mayonnaise? I don't like tomato or mayonnaise. I think I'm the first one that's getting walked off the gangplank. Carolina A, what's up? Joe is here. Welcome back. Where's the usual cap? Oh, I took it off today. Sometimes I rock the bowl cut, but today I'm just showing the hairline, letting it rock. Dijon mustard and cucumber. I fuck with that. That sounds good. I don't really like raw tomatoes that much, and mayo's kind of good, but only when it's mixed with other sauces for me. I guess I'm pickier than I realize. You were away for a few days in a roller coaster park? I've been fixing to go on a goddamn roller coaster. I've been fiending for. I've been fiending the beach and a roller coaster. I think next time I go on like a little trip, I'm gonna go to the beach. I know it's getting cold, but that's perfect for me. I don't like the hot. Now I'd be dreaming about a BLT bagel. Hope you had fun, Caroline, excuse me. That's not pronounced the same as Carolyn. Gotta be careful here. I don't want to disrespect people. Joe, good to see you. Caroline, good to see you again. Have you had a chance to sell us any gas? Tomato sandwich with a touch of salt is fire. That's interesting. It's always a textural thing with tomato. I like the acidity and whatnot, but I don't really care for the texture. Undead doesn't like mayonnaise? Interesting. Don't your countrymen love mayo? I backed about a kilogram of potatoes and couldn't eat them all in one sitting. Just a suggestion of Joe. Listen, I'm just giving you a hard time. Thank you though. I already ate it, so like it's well past that point. In Germany, nice. Ah, I see. A German theme park. There's people using sugar on tomatoes? Excuse me? You like tomatoes if you grow them at home? Yeah. I mean, my family grew them at home growing up. I love the smell of the vines. But like the inside is like pulpy and gross. Chloe, you're not allowed to eat tomatoes. They violate your own rule. Tomatoes contain nicotine. Belgians for me. Just go off to the closet and just face a tomato. I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Just eating tomatoes. Mayo's pretty popular here, but it's not for me, yeah. I love mayo when it's combined with ketchup for a fry sauce. I don't like ketchup, I don't like mayo, but put them together and I fuck with it. Eat it like an apple. I saw somebody in Canada do this when I was a child, and it ruined me. He just took a tomato out of his lunch bag. I'm like, dude, is he about to start cooking here? Like like on lunch? And I thought he was about to slice it and like make a sam. Just takes a bite. And I was like, fuck, dude, I'm done. It's over for me. But I also eat kiwis with the skin on, so maybe I shouldn't throw these stones in such a brittle glass house. Life says like an Redeemer with Legion with your main. We'll definitely use this. You would fit in just fine. Make sure to Life. I don't know if you can DM me on Discord or not, but if you message me on YouTube, I'm not going to be able to like coordinate, you know. You can send me a mail in game too if you want to Jack the Needle if you can't use Discord. Kiwi with a skin. Yeah, it actually makes it taste amazing. It makes it taste more sour. It's amazing. I've done it on stream a bunch and people freak the fuck out. It's like eating a tree scrotum. I mean, I'm not going to lie. There is that small likeness to a scrotum of the kiwi, but the second you bite it, it's more sour than normal and you can't even tell it's a scrotal-like. Saw a party in San Fran where they were scooping the flesh out of half kiwis. That's actually how I learned to eat them, Koname. I've eaten kiwis like that almost my whole life. And only like past like decade have I started munching on that skin. Takes work to peel them kiwis. Yeah, I used to cut them in half and use a spoon, scoop them out. You can just go around the rim there. Do you eat Snickers upside down for the texture? I actually don't like Snickers. Of all the candy, that's like one of the most mid ones possible for me. I don't know what's up with that. You guys just always like point out things I hate. I'm blaming everybody but me. I like everything except for the things you guys like. I'll find you. Yeah, of course. Please do. Please find me live. Knox all over on YouTube says I eat tomatoes just like people eat apples. Yeah, I think that's more normal than I think. I'm just joking about the ruined me part. Kiwis are surprisingly easy to peel if you score them longwise with a knife. Oh, really? You peel them like grapes? Score them and then just grab the corner? I've never even seen or heard of that. Y'all are crazy, bro. Yeah, kiwi with the skin is not even a convenience thing. It's actually a much better flavor, but only if you like sour. If you don't like sour, then don't do that. And also, no more typing tree scrotum in my chat. That's fucking, that is, haram as fuck. I usually just half them and spoon them. Yeah. That's the way I learned to eat them as well. Let's see how we're doing. Just about full, by the way. Here, if I hide my man-bunned head, you can see these cargos have just 500 M3 left in them. So if we look at the cloud, it's going to have, wait for it, 70,000 plus X. Can we math? 7168. So that means we have a trip and 2/5 left after this one. Just like I called it. Just like I called it. By the way, who was talking about homegrown tomatoes? Yeah, I love the smell of tomato vines. Oh, just overpower me and just carry me away like a small little cartoon character to a pie in a windowsill. Please, just carry me away. But I don't like tomatoes, so I don't know what's up with that. The terps are totally different. I was pushing the boundary with my comment there, but it's, no, you can say that. I'm just joking. That was a meme. That was a meme. I'm not kidding. I'm not banning that. I just was laughing at how I've never read these words and don't want to read them again. Boundaries for me are like, I think you know them by now. It's like the bigotry and like crass sexuality, you know? I don't think that was crass. That was just, you know, you were describing the ball-like tendency of a kiwi skin. Anyway, moving on. It may have been baked for like 7 hours. What are you, a fucking roast? What's going on? I should get some ribs today. I should go to the store, buy ribs, put them in the pot with the barbecue sauce, and just do it. Am I going to? I honestly don't think I will. You got ribs? Fucking rub it in, slime. You're crazy, bro. So what does it mean when I say wormholes are public land? What does that mean? You can put a building down and you own the wormhole, right? But that's not, that can't be public if you can own them. So how does that make any sense? Does anybody disagree with that assessment? Why am I bringing this up? Because this was actually something I feel strongly that many of you don't know. But like, I don't think people own JSpace systems. I'm trying to get off of food before I get hungry, spooky. So for example, you have Hard Knocks, you have Laserhawks. These people rent out systems, which means they won't attack them. They'll provide you with like the Fortizar or whatever, and like they'll, you know, whatever. So if you rent something, you must own it. But C-Tom says you can't really put up fences, right? But can you own like a nullsec system? So we have the idea of, okay, you can't put up fences. You can't put up fences in nullsec technically anymore with the proliferation of wandering, Zarzak, Needlejacks. But my argument is you can still own them. And it's such a simple argument that I think will resonate inside of everybody. But for you to own a solar system in Eve, there has to be some game mechanic, something that shows that. Putting a Citadel down doesn't show that in any way, shape, or form. Now, of course, that's actually how we play the game, but it's just like gentleman's agreement all the way down. Whereas only one person can own a system in nullsec at once. There's a concrete, like academic like way to articulate that this is owned, meaning their name's in the top corner. They have the sovereignty. They have the infrastructure. In JSpace, it's way, way, way more nebulous all the way down. You have just buildings and you have the people that reside there. Nobody owns that shit. It's just a frontier where there's outposts and it's constantly shifting. Every system is public land. And if you put a building there and consider yourself the owner, one day your chickens will come home to roost and you will lose ownership of it for no other reason than you never owned it in the first place. And that applies to all corporations, all alliances, all individuals. Now, if there's ever a game mechanic added to where you can claim ownership and have it historically over a long period of time, sure, this whole thing changes. But right now it's public land. We all share it. I will go in your wormhole. I'll take your gas. You cannot evict me. But actually, you shouldn't even be thinking like that. Let's just share it. Every single wormhole has 3 time zones. Are you using all 3? Probably not. Oh, but I want my systems, I want my anomalies to stay around when I'm sleeping. Okay. Do them when you're awake. People are very attracted to the idea of owning something in Eve. So if you own a system, you own the home anomalies and signatures in there, sure. But my argument is that you don't even own them. Like, you know how many times I've just found some random corporation, found their farm hole, moved all my shit in, and then when they're sleeping, I just take all their gas. Like, I do it all the time because I don't rat. They don't even notice, right? So my argument is like, nobody owns these systems. Nobody can own them unless there's a mechanic in place. And chances are, like, there's people using your shit that you don't even realize, you know? Now, this changes a little bit at the highest end, the Hawks end and stuff. They have a lot more control over their systems and whatnot. But I just, like, want to reaffirm this. Like, I can go anywhere I want. I can do whatever I want. Nobody can stop me because this is public fucking land. And that applies to you guys as well. Wingspan will ensure that no one stays anchored in a wormhole for extended period of time. Wingspan? Home of the Eve Communist Collective? No, this isn't even a political ideology. This has nothing to do with socialism or communism, actually. This is just a commons. This is a commons that can't be conquered. This is a pasture where there are no such things as fences, and nobody can even articulate who owns which lot. You know, and it's more like, I'm not smart enough to know how to go any further in describing like the overarching branch of science that we're touching on, but sociology, I have no idea. Economics, sociology, I have no idea. Somewhere in there. Identifying at home, possession, mental bias. Yeah, and we I'll speak for us in the West. Like, we have a strong possession mental bias, sure. And that's where we could touch on more political stuff. We're not going to, of course. But what I'm saying is, like, if you want to own something, you can own a JSpace system. You guys have your own homes. You own them. But my argument is that you don't own anything. Like, you own a car, right? In real life. Some of you guys. I personally, I paid my, like, the car's paid. It's an old car, but I don't own it. It's constantly degrading. It's going to need repairs. Like, it's just dispelling the mythos of ownership via an Eve lens. That's all. I think I agree with you. If there's no game mechanic that confers benefits by owning it, then there's no way to own a wormhole as there's no mechanic. Yeah, ownership in this case is just using it. And that just sounds like sharing commons to me. So yeah, obviously this is like a bit a pseudo-intellectual, this whole rant. It really is. However, with that in mind, it's still fun. And I think this really kind of cuts at a lot of the issues with JSpace and like the egos and the donuts, is that it's about ownership, exclusion, and exploiting. Renting is baseline exploiting. That's political. We don't have to go into that. So people renting out C6s, that's just, you have all this stuff and you're able to defend it, sure. It seems like a consensual agreement, but the commons suffer big time. Universe's Commons Brock, can I have that ATM pin? Well, so I don't think New Eden is a commons though. Empire is largely, and even that maybe not. But New Eden nullsec I don't think is a commons at all. Would I need to have a covert signal equipped on the bomber? Yeah. Yep. Well, it depends. Are you hunting or are you just going through to kill stuff? If you're just tagging along, you don't need a signo. Thinking that exploiting commons somehow represent ownership rights to that comment is interesting. I mean, we do this from the dawn of mankind, essentially, right? We'll find a section of ocean. If we fish it, if our grandfathers fished it, like we'll just like claim that, you know? It's just in JSpace, it's so abstract. It's just, you have people using the space and you have people that don't use the space. Those are construed as the owners of the space. It's just different. Space cannot be owned, only occupied. I'm having flashbacks to my political philosophy classes. Yeah, be careful not to actually touch like on political stuff in real life. However, we're tangential. But I just ask, like, you know, what would it look like if they were more honest, if we were more honest about JSpace ownership? Well, it would look almost the exact same. The vocabulary would change. That's all. That's it. But it would look very similar. I'm not advocating that if we were suddenly like more honest with the idea that we don't really own these systems. There's nothing saying we own them. We're just here and we're kicking people out. If we're more honest, we'd still do home holes, we would still do farm holes, we would still do evictions, we would still do all that. It would just, you know, be a little bit less ego driven, maybe, if we all just kind of, you know, realize that there's no fences, as C-Tom rightfully pointed out, and that there's no actual literature saying that we actually own this anywhere. I mean, for property rights to exist in the real world, there's deeds, right? There's all types of things that go into it. None of that in JSpace. The deeds in this game would be like the sovereignty. Kind of fun. Jarlac, how are you, buddy? I see you. Always caffeinated over there. Tagging on for the start? Yeah, you don't need to sign up then. See, Tom says, so you're saying when you remove the systems in place, it becomes clear that space is a commons. Well, certainly, yeah. But I think that no matter what, we're going to behave territorially. But just the ownership trope is kind of what I get into here. You know, we do divvy up commons when we can show the deeds and have the political violence required to enforce the ownership. But there's really very little of that in JSpace beyond the, I suppose. It's almost interesting. Somebody should probably do some thought into this further. It would be an interesting video topic to actually flesh out instead of just going off the cuff like this. CSP owns everything except it's a good CSP, not the bad one. But okay. There's a certain level of irony in railing on the Chinese government's party and not getting the acronym correct. But I'll leave it at that. Political philosophy classes are reading Plato and Locke and Rousseau. Not that spicy. Rousseau, excuse me. It's French. I should get this right. Rousseau. I actually have zero philosophy, none at all. Education. I didn't even take electives when I was in uni. It'd be interesting to learn about it, though. I was trying to cook up something about how playing Eve is a Kurosawa film, but this might be a more fun topic. What's up, Tudamaru? How are you? Yeah, I guess if I was to take a step back and to say, like, there's really no, like, point. It's just an observation, that's all. That the ownership of JSpace systems is much more tenuous than New Eden. That's all. Or whatever word you want to substitute in place of tenuous, that would be more appropriate based on what we've talked about. I have just the two classes, so I just say things about Plato in certain settings to sound smart. Well, see, that's genius. That's genius. So if they added sovereignty to JSpace, that would change my entire argument, right? I basically am just saying without like a common record or the ability to kind of like enforce a deed, it's like, it's kind of hard to say under the way that we understand, at least in the West, like kind of the sense of ownership. It doesn't really work too well. And it just kind of shows how fruitless it is, you know? I wonder how much time some of the groups, Wolves, Hawks, Hard Knocks, etc., spend, you know, and this is just pure curiosity, but I wonder how much time they spend like worrying about the ownership side of it versus enjoying the, you know, the resources and the feelings and the, you know, the people. I don't know. It's not an indictment at all. I'm just saying, I wonder, because sometimes it seems like they spend a lot of time, but I have no idea. I've never joined them. It's just speculation all the way through. A conjecture at its finest, right? So there's really nothing to be said here, but I would imagine if you took JSpace and New Eden and you kind of ran it through kind of a academic political lens, you could probably come up with some interesting conclusions as to why people do the things they do. I'm not going to do that today. Obviously, I'm not smart enough, but it is hard for me to look at JSpacers and say that you own a system, though, when I can just come in there and do what I want. Now, you can't, I guess, dread rat in their systems. That's fair. There's some enforcement. But I feel like most of JSpace enforcement comes down to eviction threats, so. You're gonna evict the Mongols? You know what I mean? Like, come on. There are limits to that. And back to the instrumental core reservoir for some more delicious gas. Ooh, life is good. I'd also be willing to bet that there's a ton of extremely awesome parts of those groups that like do celebrate the resource side of it, but yeah, a lot of egos involved. And I think if the bottom line is if they could worry less about ownership and more about just like enjoying and being good, I bet you there's more fun to be had. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. JSpace is closer to the state of nature than null or high, yeah. Where are those? They're like right on top of me, look. Fuck it, I'll just warp there on MJD. Would you say that ownership helps in driving content, though? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not even saying ownership is good or bad here. That's not even the point. Yeah, I'm just saying it seems loose. But does that help with driving content? It's a handsome question. Driving content. Oh shit. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Yo, 2 of my idiots didn't come with me because they're too slow. Dumbos. Dumbos! They'll be alright though. We'll watch them slowly crawl back in shame. They'll come crawling right back. So Scotty says, do you think that ownership helps in driving content? I would say it must, right? And if content is conflict, then it must. If content is something else, then maybe not. Like conflict as in like we're fighting and over stuff, like shooting, having some content, right? I think it must, right? It also does more than just drive conflict. It adds like a real sense of locality, and it really kind of helps with a sense of community. And when I say ownership in this case, I'm talking about like a group owning an area. They can really build their own community versus a bunch of like factions going out in JSpace, kind of just like trying to exploit the commons to their best of ability without coordinating. I don't know. Obviously, at this point, we're well past the point of staying away from politics, but I think we can still have a little bit of fun. Probably as somebody would be inclined to defend what's theirs, drives content towards types of gameplay advice. Yeah, it's tough to say. I don't think I'm even close to smart enough to know whether ownership over a common resource, in this case, we're talking about private ownership, by the way, just so there's no confusion, would drive conflict or take it away with humanity being what it is? I have no idea. That's a question that could be answered, so I'm not going to even guess. Caffeinated, Drolak says, I joined late and might have missed the answer, but I don't really understand why Sov changes your view on this. Yeah, kind of the idea is that we sort of feel, I sort of feel like Sov is like a written record that we can point to, and like there's really no there's no deed at all for private ownership. If you like private ownership, I'm not saying I like it or hate it. If you like it, like you need some record, and you also need some form of group to enforce the record. We have groups to enforce the record in JSpace, right? We see tons of coordination and evictions and everything else, but The deeds are all just like in our heads and ego based. So I feel like having Sov actually kind of makes it official and kind of makes it make more sense to own stuff. I don't know. Obviously, I'm well off course, and you can tell I'm reaching the limits of my own brain, but... so we have a Metamorphosis watching us here. I'm not sure what he's up to, but he's just chilling, you know? Just watching. Just enjoying life. Just being the best of boys. Is he going to try to kill me with the meta? That would be really cool. Unfortunately, it's slower than my... ships, I guess. I'm assuming he's using the meta to try to get somebody else on top of me. I don't know. Should I invite him to fleet? Oh, he's DMing me. I am streaming, yeah. What's up? When the ISK no longer matters, you need another way to keep score. Now count Sov. Owning the Sov hub is somewhat of a deed. That's kind of what I was basing this off of a little bit. Hold on, me. Okay. I love you. Be careful, Metamorphosis. So Scotty says, I don't disagree with you, by the way. I just thought it was an interesting question. With no risk of conflict, everything is high sec, and I feel that wouldn't be as fun. Oh, no, I think they would still conflict without the deeds. It just makes it like... It's just this like... How do I put it? It just seems like... a little more pointless. If the idea is to exploit the land and get profits from it, blah, 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 all this stuff we like to do, right? It seems a little bit more pointless to worry so much about who owns what when there's no fucking permanent record of it or anything. It's just egos and stories holding it together. Yeah, I don't know. I think you guys have thoroughly exposed how vacant or how vapid my thought was there originally. At this point, I'm willing to admit defeat. Certainly interesting to chat about, but not really that deep, I'd say. I burned back just a second because I thought the meta was going to keep burning at me, but I think he cloaked. He might be in our chat now. Say hi. It's a fun train of thought. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I just got to be careful not to sit here and act like I know what's going on. Owning the Sov hub is some of a deed. When the ISK no longer matters, you need another way to keep score. What if you were forced to pay for your subs in ISK? Then ownership would actually have a meaning. If you were forced to pay for your subs in ISK, well, are we allowed to talk about what would happen to CCP, or? I think ownership has meaning now, even under... So you gotta understand, like, personally, I don't really care too much for the ownership thing in real life. But ownership does have a lot of usefulness under the way we live our lives, at least on my hemisphere, because people put a lot of pride and identity and stuff into the owning whatnot. Like owning tribute, like that's a pride point, right? You're right next to Jitta. There's something about that. People have that natural tendency to like not want to just be strung along. They want to like belong and own and like be part of the people that like own an area or whatever it is. Frontier, yeah. Understood. Got another Metamorphosis. Uh-oh. There's a lot of wormholes in here, by the way. We're probably going to get lots of traffic. Yeah, I don't know. I guess one thing that I should just add is like with the whole J-Space thing, I think if you had a little bit less time evicting and egos and whatnot, I think there's probably more loot to go around. Maybe I'm bugging. You know, maybe I'm bugging. But people like the conflict. People like the stories. People like the drama. People like the fighting. People like the shit talking, the egos, the evictions. So like, I'm not solving a problem. And I don't intend to claim I am. Wormholes are public land, yeah. That's really the bottom line for me. By the way, this public land thing, I just wanted to demonstrate a little bit what I meant when I can just expand forever on something. If we never fought, we could have a lot more trit in our haulers. What's up, Krav? How you doing? Yeah, there's no lecture here. This is just simply musing about what is and what isn't and what the lines are. If there was JSpace Sov, I think it would be, the gameplay would stay the same. But if people left the mechanics as they are now and did fewer evictions and fewer controls over systems and just kind of went with the flow, it would probably improve things a little bit for everybody. But the problem is, you know, that's just like not, that's just like one opinion from a small fry. It doesn't mean anything. It don't mean a goddamn thing. Reminder, if you'd like to coordinate and join my BLOPs clique, I guess we're going to call it a clique because it's going to be like 5 dudes. Feel free to hit me up on Discord with a DM. I'll, after my stream today, I'll be voice chatting and talking to people all day about it. And then tomorrow we'll do some follow-up stuff. Right now, just hanging out with some locals here in JSpace. So one thing you could argue is that putting a building down is the Sov, is the deed. I just ask, what happens when I put a building down next to yours? We both own it? Well, you have to kill mine and then you go back to owning it. Fair, okay. It's just disputed. It's easy to dispute it. Now, what about shattered systems? Can someone own a shattered system? Because you gotta understand, I spend a lot of time in shattered systems because it has advantages for solo players. So like my argument almost would make a lot more sense when you realize how much time I spend in shattered systems and how awesome they are. There's nobody bullying you out of shattered systems. There's nobody laying claim and reshipping. It's just a commons. So what I kind of envision we should treat like JSpace as is what we treat shatters as. Now, people farm them. Almost every good shatters I've been in that has actual proper ratting has been farmed while I'm in it. I just farm around them, or I'll fight them, or I'll hang out and see what they do. You know, it's cool. But I think at the end of the day, there's a trillion ways to play this game. I've only played like 2 of them, so. Sounds more like gang activity than the clique. We could call it a gang, but gang and Eve kind of lost its luster. You know, we need something spicier. We need that clique. I'm thinking I could form it too. It should be fun. Posse. Ooh, Posse is good. Posse is good. All right, Nebula. You're winning me back over, bro. That's good. Is this kind of how Thera is treated? Thera is a weird one. The people that live there kind of, I think, over the years, treated a bit like Thera. Oh, sorry. How we treat Turner now, how Deepwater treats Turner now. Like they fight on and out the holes, mostly. Thera is definitely an interesting one, though, right? Very clearly a public resource. It's a shattered system, but there's stations in it, which makes it extra friendly. You know, there's an argument to put a damn station in other shattered systems. But I suppose that would probably lead to people taking it over with large groups like blocks do. But I just think there's room for that. I mean, of all the things that JSpace could do, my perspective is so fun. Like the things that would shake it up so much for me are so subtle. Just add like a random couple connecting stargates in JSpace. It'd be so fun for me. You watching how like the groups take over these like broken connections. I mean, that's something that groups are kind of missing. Imagine if JSpace had just a handful of stargates. Like maybe one constellation where there's 2 stargates that are connected to 3 systems, and then just a handful of single couplers. Dude, groups would flock to these things. Those would be group areas now, and then the solo guys would have even more space to play with. Or maybe vice versa. Maybe they won't be as interested because there's too many holes pointed inwards at any given time. I don't know. What I do know, though, is that I've been yapping my fat mouth for another hour, and it's time for another commercial break. So my personal apologies for succumbing to this absolute racket that is Twitch and having to actually do this. It's some horse shit is what it is. But I'm going to click the button. Love you guys. I go to sleep now. Need to be up very early. Okay. Well, thank you, mister. Remember, no more subs ever again, and you'll break the 300. I got you now. You're stuck, mister. Do we think our metamorphosis friend is going to come attack me, by the way, or no? Thoughts? I think he might just be hanging out. All right, here's some ads. We should turn off the pre-rolls, which means hopefully people will I don't know, dude. I just hang out here. Seen a few. The general premise of this gas, though, is that we take it and we bring it back and we make ships with it and sell it in the market. In case you guys are new to the idea, we do use all this gas ourselves. It's true. All of it. We're a bunch of gas guzzlers over here. Like a Humvee. Like a Humvee. Let's go ahead and blow the OPSEC real quick. Gotta blow that OPSEC occasionally. Otherwise, people are gonna know not where you are. I need to tell them where I am. All right, so TLDR ownership, I don't care. We all, people in my country and people on this hemisphere, they care a lot about owning the things. So it seems like in J-Space, it might actually be improved with ownership. That's all. Who knows? Bang Biscuits a Humvee? Fuck yeah, dude. I love that. A rare identified joke that hits right. Those are hard to pull off these days. Usually they're just straight annoying. But the gas guzzling one is good because it's like climate friendly. Nebula says I took a look at Tech 3 Industry the other day. Wasn't ready for it. Okay. Have you done any industry at all? Did you go from 0 to 3? I have a lot of industry shit I gotta do right now, actually. I should probably stop scooping gas at some point. Life is good. Can't wait to get that French press tomorrow. I'm actually excited. I'm gonna drink coffee from a normal coffee cup again. It's gonna be fucking weird. I should have coffee at the start of the stream and then a cup of tea during the break. God, think of how cool I'll be. People are going to be like, dude, is he European? He's so cool, right? Right? So all the reactions and other stuff I didn't have and didn't want to go on the scavenger hunt? Yeah, no doubt. So I've definitely kind of like learned Tech 3 Industry at this point, but yeah, it's a bit wide. It's true. There's a couple of things. I feel like obviously once you learn them, it's actually easier than Tech 2. And I say obviously because Tech 2 is just so many products. Make sure you lift the pinky up while sipping from the fancy porcelain cup. Should I do some like Austin Powers noises like $1 million? God. Oh, I'm a child. I'm a child. So there's this item in Baldur's Gate 3 called an iron flask. And apparently you can put people in the flask. Remember I was making the joke about putting my Twitch followers in a flask or something? As soon as I found the item, I was like, yep, that's what all my followers are in. It would actually be kind of nice to have one of those like tip jar things, but instead of allowing people to donate, which is lame, just allow followers' heads to fall into the thing so I can have them forever. Just like a creepy witches style, not a shill style. Nebula says, is it all streamlined for Tech 3? Yeah, so there's only 48 products you can make, right? 56 products you can make. So knowing that, even though there's a lot of different materials, it all does coalesce. Yeah, here, I'll show you real quick. My spreadsheet. I like to do a little lecture about this. If it loads. Got to give it a few momenta. Thanks for hanging out with me today, everybody. I appreciate your pretty faces. Ooh, a bunch of issues with my sheet. Let me refresh it. The API that I'm freeloading off of is throttling me. Interesting stuff. Nebula says only looked at the B1 projectile and didn't even look too deeply to see how many layers were to each part. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to show you kind of how it works here. So I have this like kind of elaborate spreadsheet with each of like the steps, not the steps, but we can kind of just go through this. And this is not going to really teach you anything. This is going to be not helpful, but we're going to name the components. So you start with gas, and this is what I'm mining right now. You start with gas. You combine the gas with minerals using fuel blocks to create polymers. All right, so we have polymers. This is really all you need to know. Gas becomes polymers. So on this spreadsheet, these are all polymers. So this is basically gas. So we have gas. We have sleeper salvage. And we have hybrid tech components. We take the gas and we combine it with the salvage to make the components, and the components make the ships. So it's gas plus salvage, components, ships. It's not that bad. Just the reaction stage in there makes it more confusing, right? Bill of material. Okay, excuse me. I'm not familiar with any industry terms like that. But if you look at it from that perspective, you just take the gas, you react it down, you combine it with the salvage from the sleeper rats, and then you get your components, and these physically make these products. 48 of them, or 56 of them. It's not too bad, but there are plenty of things in here that you got to learn, blah, blah, blah. But I believe Tech 2 industry is not so bad either. Instead of gas, it's like PI or whatever, their planetary industry, whatever shit they have. But the problem with Tech 2 is like, you know, there's so many products. So many products. With Tech 3, I'm making either a ship, or I'm making a cruiser, a destroyer, or a subsystem. That's it. Only 3 things. So I can really wrap my brain around that more. Granted, you probably wouldn't want to do Tech 3 industry besides reactions. You can do reactions even if you're not into it. You probably don't want to do this if you're not getting any of the materials yourself, in my opinion. You probably want to do Tech 2. Just my take. It'd be boring. Well, how about that? That's pretty lit. Are we about to do it big? Oh, this is the first on the stream. How clean is that, bro? Let's fucking share the milk of mankind, baby. Whenever I say that, people get upset. Which honestly kind of makes sense because it kind of sounds gross, but it's an archer quill, right, guys? Chill out. Let's see if this guy betrays my sweet trust. I might actually free fly with this guy here. Yeah, let's start free flying the cloud. You guys ever free fly a cloud before? I used to do this in Vit cores. You just literally, you just double click in space. It's fucking epic. Oh, he wants to say hi again. Stop quitting DM, bro. I'm streaming. I can't have DMs open. People are going to drop the N-word. So we have, I guess it's not a viewer, it's just a random person. They probably know the Chlorokin name. I'm just guessing. Maybe I'm being not humble right now. But they're just going to scoop gas with me. How wild is this? I'm totally cool with this. All yours, amigo. I think I probably won't do it. I was gonna do it, but I will get bored. Roger that. Help yourself. We share these beautiful lands. Look at that, guys. We found a friend in space, and we're sharing. I'm gonna get ganked and lose everything. Watch, it'll be so funny. And that's why we don't share, son. Am I gonna fold this way? Am I folding that way? Oh, I'm folding that way? Okay, that's cool, that's cool. So he's using a Pontifex. I've never seen somebody use a Pontifex before for this. I love it. He probably just had the skills for it, right? That's so nice of you. Thank you. It's a trap. It's okay. It would be hard to catch us even if it was a trap. He seems like a fellow scooper, though. He's in a Pontifex. I gotta love it, right? Come on. When was the last time you saw two random people just orbiting a cloud together? It honestly is sick. That's a trap. Yeah, so there's a vital core in here, too, that he knows about. This is probably the Metamorphosis guy. I have no idea. Ah, okay, it's the same guy. I thought it might have been a different person. Cool. Yeah, he knows who I am then. Nebula says, I was huffing gas, selling it for Moon Go and reacting up to Tick 2. Not sure juice is worth the squeeze. I think reactions are good. You just got to stay on top of the market a little bit and be willing to switch it up. I think everybody should probably be doing Tech 3 reactions at all times, based on what I've seen. But it's up to you, what you guys like to do, you know? Very cool. Very cool stuff. What's great about this... Let me invite this guy to the comms. What's kind of amazing about this is, like, I don't think I really wanted to do all the gas anyway. There's a ton of it, but I was going to have to do that Vit core tomorrow if nobody took it. So he's probably going to chip at it, and maybe the next day I can actually come back and finish it, even after he's chipped it. I don't really care, though. I'm cool with it. I made the decision a while ago that cherry pick gas doesn't bother me. I do gripe occasionally, but it doesn't hurt me like it hurts Nico. And I think mostly because it would make me hypocritical because I leave a lot of cherry-picked gas. So that's probably the main reason. Let's take a look at his Ponty. Nice. Ooh, he has his guys follow the prospect instead of the Ponty. Cool. I've never seen that either. Huh. I guess there's no difference, technically. I guess I just always thought I wanted the prospects on top of each other. Ah, life is good. Life is good. I'm just gonna... I see. Interesting. What's up, Shando? How you doing? Yeah, I've never seen the Pontifex. You usually see the Bifrost or the Magoose, but it doesn't matter. I've learned a while ago that speed isn't the most important thing. It's just knowing the mechanics and then inertia are the most important things. However, speed is nice. It's nice. Dodge says, I'm out, off to bed, have a good stream. Yeah, I want to just... First of all, good night. I want to apologize to the European streamers. Whenever I do a US time zone stream, I know it breaks your heart. I know. It gets really late. I'm sorry. I love you guys, though. I love you guys, though. I guess this Friday, after the NPSI, I should do a community channel point event to make me play the guitar. Janice says, good mate, how about you? I'm doing well. I'm doing real well. There is a fire burning within my soul. It burns so good. It feels right. And you're a part of that fire, Shando. For what is one fire touching another fire, but not one beautiful fire. Poetry Slam Hour, of course, sponsored by Walmart. Just kidding. Not gonna claim out the vote. I mean, dude, it's all Gucci. Oh. Yeah, don't worry about me. But if you're worried about OPSEC, yeah, be careful. I have been ganked on stream many times, but they never actually catch me because this stuff's really stupid. You know what it is. Look at him, he pops off. That was so cool. Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. That was really neat, by the way. You might have to make a haiku at dumpster fires to get in the Walmart poetry slam. I am a dumpster fire. He's got a bunch of pings out there. Nice. I thought he was gonna attack me with the metamorphosis. I was like, shit, dude. Can't catch a break. Poor Chlorokin. All he does is stream gas and get gifted subs all day. What a life. Guys, I think Scrap Rat's in jail. I haven't heard from him in 2 weeks or something like that, and like he was talking about felonies and shit. I think he's locked up, dude. I should have got his real name so I could look him up. I hope he's not locked up. But I actually think he is. I really think that he's in jail right now, or worse. He was even like joking about having to do a bid too, which just blows my mind that that might be real. What is he doing? What is Scrap Rat doing? Is my question. You know? What's the plan, Scrappy Poo? Ready? Watch this. See the prospects? I'm gonna leapfrog him. Oop. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Good lad. I appreciate him not ganking me. That was so nice of him. I feel like most people would. At least try. Who's Scrap Rat? So he's a chatter of mine. He's crazy. He does all types. He has weird antics. One time he shows up in like widows and like MJDs into the enemy, and like he gifts a bunch of subs, and he's just like a goofy guy. But I haven't seen him in a long time, which is pretty uncommon. He's usually around most streams, and he was literally talking about possibly having to go to jail. So I don't know what he's doing. I have no idea. If he's gifting subs from a stolen credit card, I swear to God, I'm driving to Pittsburgh. I will fight him. I will fight him. I don't think he did that. He works too, I know. Yeah, I don't know what his deal is. Hopefully he's not in jail. Hopefully he's just taking a break from the scene. But here's the deal. Don't get involved with the criminal justice system. Would be my biggest advice to any youngsters out there. It's not a fun system. You don't belong there. It's not a good look on you. In fact, I might go so far as to say that it's bad, and you shouldn't test it. Most normal Chlorokin subscribe. Jason, that's an OG chatter. He might need money on his books. Seriously, I was like, if I had his name, I would go check to see if he was in jail right now. Just because he's in my state too. I know he lives in Pennsylvania. It'd be easy. Imagine I just show up to his jail. He's like, dude, what are you doing? I'm just like, nothing. What are you doing? Why are you not in my chat, asshole? Get back here. Oh, God. La vie est simple. Very good stuff. I am a satisfied customer for now. I think what we should probably do, chit chat and chill, enjoy life. Do you think the prison would let you register as Chlorokin? Yeah, probably. I mean, if not, clearly we're not you know, free anymore. Maybe on the same list like Ashtarothi. Ashtarothi is on another list, my friend. No, Scrap Rat's not on any list of Ashtarothi. That's the not fun list. The list that you're gonna get stabbed in prison for being on. Father of Delph. Thanks for chiming in, by the way. My beautiful friend here who's scooping gas with me, help yourself. It's your land, it's my land, we share it. I hope you have a good week though, bro. I'm gonna take a little break. Hit me up on Discord if you ever want to chat. My Discord's Chlorokin. I will do a little log off skis, do a little what's it called? What's it called? Oh, industry. Oh, industry. Industry. Yeah, I'm gonna do some industry. I forgot what the name of it was. Inmate 69, you have a visitor. Chlorokin is here. Inmate 69, please report to the medical office for your diarrhea medication. Your caretaker, Chlorokin, is here. Just give him the classic, you know? Give him the fucking classic. What if he's like, nah, I don't want to see him? He's like, nah, I'm good, bro. Fuck off. I'm like, dude, I'm just here to gift some subs on your commissary. Like, what are you talking about? Why you turning down free cash.jpg? Is that what you're just too good for that? Scrap Rat. That's the kid. Take a little break from gas. I'm just actually a little tired of it right now. But we might come back here in a little hour or two, see if our friend is still scooping, yeah? I'm gonna do some of the industry tasks. Maybe we'll watch something, hang out, enjoy the vibes some more, don't worry. Life is good. I might actually close down the Corp too. Actually, let me do that instead of industry. That's way smarter. We'll start that process and get everybody up to speed so nobody's confused. I don't want any of my handsome comrades and chatters confused. You're only allowed to be sexually confused? All right, whatever. I don't even care. Damn, it's getting dark out. You know, it's late stream when it's this dark. Sheesh. Let's get some additional light points in here. Yeah, so I'm going to close down Grouper, get everybody personally notified, and then I will... Actually, I don't think I can close it down yet. I got to strip and... I got to kick people in strip roles. Dude, EVE Online Corporation Management is definitely worst in class. Anybody have any thoughts on that? Like, is there a worse management system than EVE's Corp system? Grover says, done. I knew somebody was going to meme me. Sexually confused, just start fucking everything until you find what you like and don't... Well, there's a big thing missing from that I'm going to remind people they need, is that you need consent, right? You do need that. I think most of you should hopefully be aware of that. Just a quick little reminder. You do need consent for all those things. So make sure to get that from your partner before you do anything sexual with them. Okay? This is a little chloro advice for you. It's the respectful thing to do. The Ashtarothi way. Yeah, I was told that Ashtarothi was either convicted or credibly accused by a state of some serious, like, CSAM crimes. I'm not sure the details. I read court documents on it. Somebody linked them to me. It's crazy. I don't know if I got the specifics right, but it just, what I read was ridiculous. Gaboo. Doing some big mining up. I was actually just scooping some gas, chilling, and a random stranger showed up and scooped gas with me. It was so cool. Setting up permissions for Eve. Corpse reminded me of how confusing Salesforce. Jesus Christ. Oh. I've never used it. Never will have to be a part of a company that uses it, hopefully. But oh. Nebula says he made a video about it. What's that? Ashtarothi made a video about it? Oh, wow, interesting. Fascinating. An explainer vid a year ago. There's no accountability. Oh, I see. An explainer video? I mean, didn't he, like, as a grown man, like fuck a teenager or something? I mean, what's the explainer video? What am I missing? Is my understanding correct? I mean, that's statutory rape. We don't have to go further. Family too. Okay. I mean, second chances for everybody, but you're going to need more than a YouTube video to get me on your side. I go every single day without committing rape. It's crazy. I know. It's crazy. Anyway, I gotta shut up because I don't want to do a libel or anything. I see. Also, the irony of CSM and CSAM being similar. Interesting. Turns out it's pretty easy to keep your dick to yourself. I mean, seriously, dude. That's something we can all get on board with. It's not hard. That's that fucking, that picture with the two guys shaking hands. Fuck yeah. Man bun, probably not, but consent, we love that shit. Because quite frankly, I don't want someone to have sex with me without my consent. You understand? That's kind of what it comes down to, ladies and gentlemen. Just a quick little itty bitty reminder for you. All right, here we are over here in Jack the Needle land. So, first of all, let me go over to my Discord. Yeah. And see who is currently in GT. So, all right, so I'm just getting everybody up to speed. In my GT chat, so basically Fubs, Jerky, and a couple other people, Blitz as well. You guys are going to obviously be invited into this, but what I'm doing right now is I'm actually going to strip people out of the corp. Let me see, is anybody on right now? No, okay, Blitz Rage. Let me make sure he's up to speed here real quick. Let me make sure he has the roles too so we can see this. This shouldn't really take too long, what I'm doing now, but I want to actually start this so I don't screw around. All right. Let's start expelling. Oh, we have roles, right? Oh, I gave roles to Fubu's guy. Holy shit, how dumb am I? That was a I gave him a role for like a container or something? Damn, now I gotta find that. Are you shitting me? Fubu box. Here we go. I gotta get rid of this role on him. Here we go. Found it. Beautiful. Yeah, this shit is absolutely stupid, Scotty. The different roles and titles and things and divisions and oh, you guys got advice for me? Oh shit, my bad. Giving roles from that window is a pain. You can give roles to role names and just give the role names. Oh, I see. Titles is the way of doing? Okay, okay. I think I had it, but I just forgot how it worked. Yeah, it's the whole system is just bananas. So this guy, when you get roles removed, you basically have to wait a while. So I'm just gonna wait to kick people now, I think. Oh, Bliss is responding. Let me hide my camera. I'll move it real quick. Gonna clear this corp out tomorrow, actually. So I'll do it tomorrow after the stream. That'll be perfect so we can have a reform on kind of Wednesday after the meeting. Beautiful. All right, everybody's up to speed now, so I can do whatever I want, but I don't have to actually collapse this corpse down yet, which is beautiful. So again, I'll quickly remind you, if you want to be a part of it, DM me on Twitch and on Discord, and I'll be hitting you up after this. If you can't reach me on Discord, hit me up somewhere else. I'll find you. So I don't have to actually do anything here. We can move to industry, and then tomorrow I can keep organizing this. I think on Wednesday I'm going to look into what I have to inject. There's a small chance we're going to have people that already have the jump portals trained that I don't have to train into, but I'd still like to do it anyway, so we don't rely on them. But I'm going to hold off to see who we have first, because we have like 3 people with jump portals. It's like, why would I even bother injecting? Just let them do it. They can do it. They're not dumb. So we'll see what we can do. But I'm going to figure all that out tomorrow. This is more me going through my own paperwork here in my brain. Let's switch over to Indy and we'll do a couple runs, and I'll probably not go back to gas, even though I said I'd be streaming forever. I don't know if I will go back to it. We'll see. We'll see. What's up, Blitz? What's up, gangster? Yeah. What's going on? I found 10 skill extractors lying around. Yeah, I'll buy all 10 if you contract it to me, so I don't have to pay taxes or whatever. Millwright87 followed the stream. What's up, dude? Just peg it to I mean, if you want to move him to Jitta, yeah, but I'd hate to have you lose him, you know? I do want him in Jitta, but it's okay if they're at another hub. But yeah, fuck it, move him to Jitta for me, why not? I mean, it's up to you. Where are they now? Yeah, you can activate them from wherever, but if I want to resell them, they got to be in jits. That's the only problem. Dodixie? Just leave him in Dodixie. Fuck it, I'll go get him. I don't want to make you lose him. I have the ability to move him, I think. No issue. But it's up to you. If you want an adventure and some risk, go for it. I'll take all 10 as long as you sell them to me at, you know, Jitta sell, Jitta split, something like that. Whatever you're comfortable with no taxes, I'll take them. I do use them, so I do buy them. All right, Indy. If you're worried about that, you can always DM me on Discord to coordinator first. Otherwise, send Jolly Ranchers a contract. I don't know what the price will be, but the number 69 will be in it. All right, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. 69, kind of one of those impractical positions, but it's fine. I mean, if you guys like it, I'm not going to sit there and... Maybe because I'm on the taller side. I don't know, bro. Just saying. Just saying. Boring assist head shit. Well, I guess that's not. Hi! Jackdaw time. How y'all doing? Deliver all yobs. If you guys forgot, I actually made 100 Tech 3 destroyers. And they're largely being completed now as we speak. We already have been selling most of them, though. Oh, 1 hour left on my reactions. Well, as they say, puta madre. Jack the Daw. Alright, that was low-hanging fruit, bro. I want the headphones to stay on top of the man bun, but they keep sliding off. It's crazy. Why live? Alright. So, we've got some liquid isks to blow. 36 billion liquid iskers. We have some products to move. We've got some prices to refresh. 1 quadrillion and 69 isk. So what I think would be interesting at the moment would be doing a little trip over to Amamar even, and then bringing some fun stuff.jpg out there. And listing it for sale. As we do, let's check our contracts here. No contract from Nico yet? No Nico contract? Nico lost some ships earlier. Anybody that DM me, just remember I'll be with you guys right after the stream. Don't worry. Stand by. I'm just making sure I don't screw up. All right, let's send 11 Yakdaws down the way. Oh, are you already fullish? Oh shit, I already have a full cargo of ships. Well, how about that? Well, that's cool. You know what we should do right now? Let's make things. Let's make stuff. I need to make 24 more defensive subsystems. Low-key covert? I like the way that sounds. What about offensive? I need to make 72 of those. Drone synthesis? 1. Assault optimization, Legion, 2. And thirdly, I guess let's go with the Loki. RT fit. People will always buy this shit. Bam, done. Headshot. Tough actin, tenactin. Propulsion time. 72 of these right now? Sure. Proteus. We don't have the hyperspatials. Feels bad, man. Let's just do non-interdicted ones, yeah? 24 here. We'll do 24 here. And 24 on the wake limiter. Easy peasy lemon squeezy now. Wait, why could my job not be submitted? Because I'm out of job slots. Mamma mia. All right, fine. Whatever. That's some bullshit. I got 24 more left to do. So anyway, if we go over to the materials tab, we're pretty much out of materials now. Now we can plug this sumbitch over here. Boop. Just about out. Which is appropriate. Why? Because we just made a bunch of stuff that we pre-planned. We pre-planned it. Crazy. Off we go. Oh, you know what we could do? You know what we could do, chat? We could do a little subsystem hulling. Let's do it like this. Let's make this real clean like, yeah? Anything that has 24 means 25 means we just made 24 of them. I think we should just take a stab in the dark and bring some of these over to our dear friend, the MR market. Chloro does horrible things to Kiwis. Like the people or the fruits? 55 bill, almost out of materials. Oh, well, that includes reactions, right? So when I said material, I meant, what did I mean? Hybrid tech components, which are the things that actually create the things with the stuff. Am I helping at all? Oh, these don't work on this character, right? I was like, why do these not work? Because these are for Jack. All right, we won't bother. We don't need OPSEC. Scavenger drone. What's up? How are you? Have you ever heard of a game called Rimmed Reza? No. What's that game like? Rimmed Reza. Sounds cool. My Kiwis do hang pretty low. Hey Azza, how are you? Welcome to my humble stream. Just scooping gas, chilling. I'm planning to make some moves with the BLOPs group. Based on my Discord feed, it looks like I should probably be able to get a few people in on the core level here. Maybe even Wednesday we can kill some people if people are ready. Doing a little micro cloak trick into Amar, right? And people always find this fascinating, the DST fit that I use apparently. Which it seems like you're not gonna get much better for what this is, but I remember last time I had a nice spirited argument with somebody about the idea of tank on these, right? And why it's not necessary unless you're being ganked in high sec. In fact, it's to your detriment. I don't know. I like to move. I like to warp fast. That's my thing. You give me a DST that warps at 10 AU a second. I mean, that's good money right there. My blockade runner warps at 20 AU a second. That's some spicy fucking meatballs. I still like my Mastodon. Yeah, whatever works. I mean, they're all Gucci. DST is a DST. It's one of the most standardized ships you can really get because it has the fixed fleet bay. That's pod racing. I'm gonna fight you. I feel like that bagel with sprinkled cheddar and seasoning on it did not sustain me. I'm very disturbed right now. Chess Kit, what's going on? Tried a torrent lately, but I couldn't find a fit that I liked running. Did you bind your VPN first or no? Oh, the ship torrent. Oh, got it. Razna, just discovered a Nomad Tale series. Really cool videos. Thank you. Thank you very kindly. I am slowly working on episode 16. I'm kidding, Blitz. I'm playing. If you ever want to watch chat get worked up in a game, now this is pod racing, yeah. I can't do it. I want pizza, bro. But it's so unhealthy to eat the amount of pizza that I eat in one sitting. The Nomad thingy? Yeah. Yep. This character you're watching me play right now is in fact one of those characters. Working on episode 16, which is proving to be interesting one, thankfully. Just order a small pizza. Should I order a small pizza and then eat the whole thing instead of eating almost all of a large one? It's been a while since you adopted this lifestyle. You're still enjoying it? Yeah. What episode are you on, by the way, Razna? Have you watched? You haven't watched it all, right? 6. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, you'll find I've done lots of things later in the series. Tried lots of variety. So yeah, it never gets old. I still play solo. Still the same characters. Episode 16 has been nominated for an Oscar. It's pretty much all downhill from episode 14. My experience with US Pizza is that they're all pretty large. I guess I've never heard that. There's tons of different types of pizzas. Gotta be honest, you've put me to sleep last night. Yeah, I think a lot of people use me for that. Which I didn't know when I was first started making it, but people told me after a while. No shame in it, man. I listen to all types of silly stuff when I go to bed. Chicken bacon feta, BBQ sauce on top is your fave. I like a cheese pizza with just extra herbs. I know it's like not the Italian way, but I like oregano on pizza. Oregano and basil. And garlic powder. It's a little spritz as a seasoning. 3 years from episode 1. I think it's probably been more than that now. Yeah. It's insane. At this point, I just do like an episode every year or two. It's like I could pump out an episode of me just doing fucking anything, I guess. But the whole point of a Nomad Tale is I gotta like love it for it to make sense, right? Let's throw these over to Ortho and see if these prices are still wacky bananas. Still insane. I do gotta check Envim's a Jedi, I suppose. I suppose. This is always so peculiar to me. We have a guy that makes a lot of subsystems. Like, it's not just some random person. But they don't know how to gap it in their favor. You know? I mean, for me, I'm just an onlooker. I don't care. I'll just compete with anybody. It is weird to see them gap like that. You know? Like, why would you do that to yourself? I do see people complaining about that, but that's really kind of the wrong take. You kind of just got to roll with it. If they want to underprice it, what the hell does it matter? The market should fix itself according to the forces that they've kind of construed together with their various economists over the years. Can't really call this a real economy, but it's a pretty nice simulated one. The prices on some of these are just absolutely fucking insane. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure how else to say it, but you're paying 150 million for like a Tech 3 destroyer. You probably just want to wait a little bit longer, yeah, before you purchase that. Basil and Oregon. Oh, you don't like the garlic powder? I do like the garlic powder. I'm a bit of a garlic head, yeah. You could sprinkle some garlic infused oil, some infused garlic oil or something. I like pizza with all the meat. I guess we're gonna get pizza. Fuck. Fresh garlic? Sure, sure. Sure. I guess I'm not too... yeah, purist on that one. But I would much sooner take fresh garlic, of course. Also, I don't really mind if you... again, with me, I'd sprinkle some powder or whatever, but if you put some like garlic oil around the crust too. What's the friend and family discount on a Loki? I mean, I don't care. Whatever you want, man. You just tell me what you want and how much you'll pay, and I'll give it to you, bro. You are a gas giant for all I'm concerned. You can have whatever you want. Get yourself a keyboard the way Chlorokin looks at a 10 key. Whoa, what's going on with that? What in the hell is going on with that one? Out of competition right there. Sheesh on a leash. You ever find yourself wondering what market PvP entails? You know, it just depends on what you want to do. If you want to focus on one or two products at one or two stations, you're going to have a bad time. I have like a huge variety of products all over space, so I just don't care when somebody like strong arms a trade hub. Like, it means nothing to me. I'll just refresh it later. What I found is that the less you refresh it, in some instances, sometimes you end up selling more. And I know this doesn't make any sense because you're literally lower on the list, right? What I've found is that if you just really press the market like Jitta or Mar really hard on one or two products, like, you're going to end up in a situation where you're just enraging the other people that are in that market with you by not being really respectful of them selling as well. This is just my take. You don't have to agree with this. Oops, I mispressed that. So it's like, if you just let it go and have a big stock, eventually the market will buy it out and you'll get it. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there all day competing for scraps. Like, you're just fueling it further. Granted, it's much different in other product categories. I'm not trying to sit here and tell you what to do, but with Tech 3, it's actually like, there's room for everybody, believe it or not. You know about those, right? Oh yeah, I do. Ensid, what's going on? How you doing? VIP chatter over there. Bang says, I hit you in Discord. I do need to look at my life though. Of course, I got you. Of course. Nilsay as well. We got Ensid. We got Nilsed. We got all the N chatters. Much love. Oh, dude, I'm hungry. At least you're trying to sell T2 small crystals right now. Cannot keep the shelves stocked. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, so as I was saying, I'm like, yeah, there's no way this holds up. But I guess I'm speaking from my bubble. You got turkey in the oven? Damn. What are you guys doing for October dinner? Or for Halloween dinner? Damn, I fucked it up. What are you guys doing for Halloween dinner? You guys just doing the traditional bats and rats, or you gonna make a mushroom stew? There's a Halloween dinner now, of course. 600K per crystal. That's nice. What I don't understand is why sellers trying to move huge quantities and just set them in the lowest price. Well, in the real world, the only people that buy and sell things are people that purport to understand what's going on with the market forces, and you know they want to profit off of it. But in Eve, a lot of us play for fun. So you're competing against people that are doing it for fun, right? You should butcher something, right? I'll butcher a gourd. Grapes in jello. That actually sounds interesting. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Manny. But you're talking about why do they play when they have huge quantities? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why people do what they do. I just know that if you're competing in the market, it's got to be infuriating because there's people like me out there that don't care. I'll make profit no matter what. Even if I pay top dollar for stuff, if I overpay, if I am sloppy with my production, if I don't track profits, if I list it all over and don't care, I'll still make money. There are products I make that I lose money on. I don't care. I just keep making them. I serve the clients of the Tech 3 doctrine. I don't serve the almighty prophet under New Eden. Sitting in my first bubble camp right now, that stuff is boring. I guess it depends where you're at, but it can be. A lot of people will keep it open in the background, do something else. It's almost like a haven ratting, but for PvP. Inventory that doesn't move is dead capital. Oh, I'm feeling personally called out right now. Yeah, I got to get rid of some of these extra reactions. Usually I end up selling the reactions off if I get over 10 billion worth because I just don't use them all. Bubble camps are all about chill with the periodic excitement. Yeah, there's different types of bubble camps too. I mean, a bubble camp in JSpace is like, wow, you must have a damn good reason for putting that bubble there. I know, Nebula, I'm just playing. Well, yeah, this is what I mean when we talk about economic theory and I say petit bourgeois. I'm literally exploiting my gas giants and I'm doing my own labor, right? If we're going to talk about theory for 1 second. This is the premise that it can't fail, but I'm still exploiting the laborers. The profit goes up because I'm selling my own labor to myself, right? And if this doesn't make sense, imagine a business owner who also works a shift. They're getting that shift for free at the expense of their own labor, right? So this is what Pig was talking about, and this will never change. And if I wasn't in this role of hybrid labor and exploiting, then I would simply not do it because it wouldn't be fun. Industry for me is not fun unless I'm involved in it and have other people involved in it. But I'm sure that's not the case for most. Some people just want to see number go up. I don't give a shit. This game is cool. There's unfettered capitalistic dreams in this game, and I'm a part of them. It's fun. Anyway, let's do it like this. I need a little break for myself here, but let's come back, and I think what I'll do is... I think I'll maybe go grab a little bit more gas for one more cycle, and then maybe we'll play some Pictionary or something like that. Sound good? I just need to stand up and stretch. I've been sitting here like a fat ass for far too long. So I appreciate your pretty faces. I'm going to pipe some music through for you to listen to. And if you're on Twitch, of course. If you're on YouTube, enjoy the silence. I'll be back. Give it 5 minutes. I'll play some ads in there as well. And grab a snack and see if we can chit-chat a little bit longer, yeah? You got it, Nebula. I'll respond to everybody on Discord. Make no mistake. So close to having a Lego reveal? Oh, I did that earlier. I was doing the leg reveal earlier. I was just lazy with it last time. I'll be right back, guys. Damn, you got the hoedown reveal. DePago managed to bait out the hoedown reveal. I got cereal, but not much. Just a little bit. I don't want to overdo it. I'm going to get pizza later. Hey, I got a raider when I'm AFK. That's crazy, bro. What the hell? What's up, G? It's our boy, Serp. Thank you for the raid, mister. Just taking a little snack break. Been yapping my mouth for 3 minutes off. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. I appreciate you. But it's not time yet, is it? Gonna do some gas huffing and maybe a little bit of giveaway Pictionary after that. But first, I'm gonna finish my cereal and actually play the break this time. See you in 3 minutes. Yeah, I think a little more gas is in order. I wasn't really on it that long today. Appreciate you, Spooky, welcoming the crew while I was gone. Appreciate that. My guy. You know what? I'm about to make a mistake I make a lot with my streams. But I'm gonna catch myself. Give it 60 seconds and I'll tell you what mistake I almost made. That's close, Koname. That's close. Waiting for the commercials to end before I chit chat here. Yeah, I only had like a couple spoonfuls left of cereal, so I didn't really get a lot to snack on myself. I think I'll order a pizza later, though. Sorry, I said Thorngills. I meant Thorgills. Very big difference between the two. Thor, thank you for following me. Everybody else, welcome back to my stream. How are you? Listen, I almost made a mistake here. I do this thing where I don't appreciate the momentum, or sorry, I don't appreciate the inertia of the stream. Okay. What I almost just did was I almost just went back to gas and like started watching videos and shit. But in reality, like we just had an excellent stream and I should really put the cap on it and do some fun giveaways and just go about my day rather than adding another hour of just not any useful content. Now, I know you guys would hang out with me all day. I know. You guys are awesome. But let's actually do some silhouette guessing games and some Pictionary on Monday, and then we'll have a laugh and wind it down with smiles on our face. And I just want to talk about 2 seconds why I usually try to extend it in my brain, because like I would play longer. You guys would watch longer. But I can make a better show by putting an actual end cap on it, yeah? How about that? Let's do the silhouette guessing game. Anybody is eligible to win this on YouTube or on Twitch. Anybody. All you really have to do is guess what ship you're looking at. You can still play without streaming. Oh no, I will. But I have a lot of people to talk to. I don't want to make sure I, don't eat too late and everything. You got pizza and cheese bread? Damn. Cheese bread? Oof. I need that. Holy shit. Let me log on Jack real quick. Cheese bread. You guys like stromboli? I absolutely fucking love stromboli. It's like a calzone without ricotta. It's incredible. Because ricotta sucks. Who doesn't love that? Yeah, I actually don't know. Is there anybody that doesn't like stromboli? Because that's weird. If you head out now, you can be here by tomorrow. That's true. Panzerati? Interesting. I don't know what that is. We all love meat and cheese wrapped in carb. Yeah, it's just a pizza, but like enclosed. Does anybody like pizza here? All right, let's see what we got. All right, so succubus prize for this is for the Pictionary, but we do need a prize for ship silhouettes, don't we? Any ships in here? Ah, the Drekavots. We can't really use these, but it's a fantastic prize. 2 Drekavots and a ship skin. Those are the prizes today. Wow. 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 Yeah, as long as there's a cup of hot marinara sauce for dip. Oh, you don't like the cold cup? The cup of cold marinara they always give you at the shitty places? Like how we had to specify hot because I've got the cold one and it sucks. I'm trying to find out where the silhouettes went. I lost them. Where are my silhouettes at? This is not okay. Oh, here they are. I found them. All right. Fellas, ladies, NBs and Fados, everybody else in my chat, hi. We're about to play a little guessing game. How it works is I show you a silhouette of a ship. Very zoomed in. Your mission is to guess what that ship is before anybody else. If you guess correctly, you win a Drekavots. Clean. All right. Let's get right on to it. Let's get right on into it, man. Ship number 1. We're going to do 2 of these, and then we're going to do an actual proper guessing Pictionary as well. Because I just love this shit, and you guys are always down to play. Here we go. Good luck. First person to name this ship gets a Drekavots. Someone said Vedmuk. That's not true. Remember the rules. If there is a ship that has the same model for multiple ships, you have to get the right ship name, not just the model. Someone says Gila. Nope. Sleipnir, Vagabond, Probe, Kestrel, Stiletta, Garma, Hookbill. Nope. We're going to zoom out. I'm going to zoom out every couple seconds, slowly. Moa. Nope. These are top down. Top down. The white is the ship, not the black. Varger, Stabber, Hurricane, Buzzard, Stiletto, Astero, Slasher, Manticore, Ikatursa, Raven, Cinnaball. No right guesses so far. You all should feel very bad. Incursus, interesting. Ishkur, interesting. Yeah, I can see where you're coming with that. Ashimu, that's hot. We went from 16 times to 3 times. Rifter, Claw, Here, I'm gonna move a little bit. I'm gonna move it a little bit. I'm gonna go up a little bit. What's that? So is it Enyo, Retribution, Jackdaw, Astero, Stratios? I'm physically incapable of saying anything but Stratios. Stiletto, nope. All right, we're gonna zoom out again. We're getting down to the wire. Incursus, nope. Top down. You're not familiar with this angle. Obelisk, ooh, nice. Bald Boy, love that name. Ibis, nope. I did do a newbie ship last time. That was hilarious. People didn't expect it. Not an Ibis, not a Vedmuk. Vedmok, excuse me. Vagabond Thor. All right, we're zooming out again. We've almost revealed the whole ship now. This is 1.4 times. Thorax, Pike, Ikatursa, Kruor, Gila, Sacrilege,
Connecting.
Panther. I don't know if I've ever gotten this far before. A Mars shuttle. I like how we can see the silhouette and nobody has any idea what the fuck it is. This is so funny. I'm not even mad because I wouldn't know. Dude, I don't think anybody has any clue what this is. I have officially stumped the chat. Meku Ball? Nope. It's a frigate. It's a frigate. It's a Tech 1 frigate. Wow, this one's so hard. This is so unfair. Maulus! It's a Maulus. It's a Maulus. Nailed it. Spooky. You guessed it 3 times. How did you figure that out? Did you go in game? Scotty coming in close. Heyo! We got one more round, excuse me. Spooky winning it. That was so good. Spooky Diplomat picking it up. We got one more Drekavas to go, guys. Stand by. That was the hardest one I think I've ever done. I've never zoomed all the way out and had it taken so long, because who the hell looks at a Maulus from the top? You know what I mean? That's just weird. All right, we'll try another one. We'll try one maybe a little easier. Any thoughts? All right, here we go. Good luck. Looks like someone with big ears. Here we go. 16 times the zoom. Hey, Ciro. How are you, buddy? Anybody I didn't say hi to, hi. Shrek 2. Yep, it's Shrek 2, guys. It's Shrek 2. This is the Shrek 2 ship. Someone said that's a Kestrel. Manticore, Chimera, Kestrel, Buzzard. All wrong. Catalyst, nope. I'm zooming out. Hurricane, Cheetah, Probe. We're at 8 times now. We've cut the zoom in half. Jackdaw? Okay, no. Not a bad guess. I think we'd see more antennae. Echelon, Tholos, Typhoon, Rupture, Corm, Drake. Someone says Drake. Xeno, Onyx, nope. All right, let's zoom out again. Bustard, negative. Did I zoom too far out? Nighthawk, Corm. Hype. Fenrir. Oh, Jesus, I'm giving the game away here. Nurgle, Vargar, Manticore, Vargar. Negative, 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 negative. Loki, Loki, Loki. Someone says, what the fuck is that? You guys should pretend like you know what this is. It'll make you look cooler. Blitz says Chloroquine. Yep, that's me. You may not like it, but this is peak physical form. All right, I'm zooming out again. This is shocking, actually. This is shocking. Ivy, nope. There it is. It's a Marshall. I figured one of y'all would be one of these Marshall lovers. Me or Kenneth with a Marshall call. I don't think anybody else got it, right? Well done. Mir, what is your in-game name? It's clearly white. True. That's right. This is a Caucasian ship, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. I do this at least once a week if you like this. And any other streamers, feel free to copy the format. I don't care. Congratulations. Mylissa, well done. You were the first person to recognize the Marshall outline. That must mean you're pretty rich. Oh, God. I'm having a good time with you nerds. All right, so we got one more giveaway left. You cannot afford one? Yeah, me neither. I've got a couple Marshall BPCs from the referral things, I think, or whatever. I think, but like that doesn't, you know, I just sell them. I don't make them because Marshall is like a lot of money. Unless you're in a block, I don't see the point of a Marshall unless you're trying to flex. Cannot fly one yet? Okay. Soon. YouTube's going to win one soon. Don't worry. There's only like 3 chatters over there sometimes. So like if they win it, that would be shameful for Twitch. All right, so we're going to play Pictionary, of course. I always like to apologize to my dear friends over on YouTube for this one. I don't know how to scrape the chat on YouTube, so it's Twitch only on this. However, I do have raffles over the weekend, and you can play the silhouette games as well. I just like drawing and having you guys guess it. It cracks me up. So let's do another round, shall we? The winner of a 15-round Pictionary Blitz is going to win one Succubus Media Miasma skin, which is a bit of a collectible. These are the skins they give partners to hand out. So it is a legacy item per se. Ostensibly, right? So what I recommend you do now is to Control F5 and refresh your stream so you have the lowest possible latency. If you're on YouTube, just sit back and watch and enjoy. If you're on Twitch, try to guess whatever I'm drawing. If you guess first, you get points. If you have the most points after 15 rounds, you win a collectible skin. Easy. We've done it once. We'll do it again. Okay? Suck it, YouTube, says Scotty. That's so rude. Although, you know, YouTube can suck it. My YouTube chatter is handsome and beautiful. Also, Twitch can suck it, to be fair. It's just all the streaming companies can suck. Anyway, let's go, guys. Good luck. Have fun. Play fair. If you'd like to test your latency, testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. You can see it appear on your screen. Gonna leave it to the pros. DePego, I love you so much, buddy. Thanks for coming by. 2 years of subscription. You're welcome with or without it, brother, but I appreciate it for real. Have a good night, mister. I'll be on Tuesday tomorrow if you're around. Guys, good luck. Here we go. This is, by the way, this is incredibly hard to win. Seriously, if you like don't win, just understand that that's normal. Here we go. Gosh, how the fuck do you draw that? I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't even know how to. Give him some arms, right? And this is gonna be like this color, maybe? Oh no, we got a little leak action over here. A little leak skis action. Oops, I can't do it. I don't know how I'm going to draw this. It's actually an incredibly hard one to start off with. All right, so, and then let's just try this. And then someone's like Angel. But the idea is I actually don't know how to draw this. I'm just realizing now I'm not really sure how I'm going to get this across. So like, what would this be without the crown? Yeah, I'm getting closer. I just don't know how to actually do this one. All right, first round's a wash. I couldn't draw it. The answer is like noble. As soon as I started drawing it, I'm like, there ain't no motherfucking way they're getting this. What would you guys have drawn for noble? I was going to draw royalty, but I couldn't figure it out. What's like a good sign for a noble? Noble. I don't know if I'm sounding it out too frequently. Interesting. King, then someone. Oh, like a group. Ah, interesting. Guillotine. Ooh, that would have been fun. Naglfar hole. Nice. Wait, he changed the prize on you? That's crazy. Oh yeah. What's the difference between this? Oh, I was gonna say, what the fuck's a saber? I drew a cutlass, didn't I? What's a saber? It's the edge? Interesting. Ooh, I've never had to do this one before. Oh, you misunderstood? Got you. I was gonna say, Laura shouldn't be doing anything crazy like that. All right, so we got this now. Northern Lights, very good. There's a couple different ways you could describe this. You got to get the one that's actually listed. Very good. Aurora, I would have accepted it, but I don't get to choose. House gas is nice, nice. This could have been a variety of things. This could have been a breakfast table tray. This could have been a box. This could have been something with... I don't know how you get radio from that. Everybody got radio from it. Damn, you guys are just... Sometimes, like, I don't even see what you guys see, and I'm the one drawing it. Old Philips radio is just the form factor. Got it. Woodpecker. Yo, dude, Mirkan, he's screaming. He's like, it's a woodpecker. It's a jackal. All right. I'll do two of them. I'll do one like this. Wait, that's bad. Let's do it like this. And then we'll also do one like this. I don't like that leg. Worshipper. Very good. Very good. Very good. Depending on like what religion is like central, like it may look different. I wanted to go with both. All right. Wow. This is an extremely easy one. Someone's gonna get a lot of points for this. It's bread. Dude, this is the worst bread I think I could have possibly drawn. It looks like a mentally ill person trying to like draw like Rorschach blobs. Oh god. Oh god. This is not gonna work. This looks terrible. Oh, cheat. Oh, I was gonna draw silver on his back. It's a gorilla. So, you know, I'm looking at this gorilla now in hindsight, and I'm feeling a little bit embarrassed about this one. This might be the most shame I've felt while drawing something on a Pictionary yet. This is actually really bad. I'm gonna screenshot this one. This one goes on the Discord. What the fuck is happening in my life? Unbelievable. Look at P9, he's like, what the fuck, dude? I was trying to remember what a fuck. Alright, here we go. Practice makes perfect? Yeah. I was going for the hump, and I'm like, wait, this isn't working. I don't think I can add any. Ooh, people are so close. People have typed it. I don't know how Serpent doesn't get it by typing Lucky 7, but that's some grade A bullshit, all right? He raids me and then he gets robbed. Oh, God. Easy one. Sorry, Serp, I love you. I don't know why. It's got to literally match it exactly. It like regex it and doesn't attempt to like lint it. Or whatever, not lint it, excuse me. Whatever the fuck the thing is. Magnet. No horseshoes? You guys went magnet over horseshoe? Oh, Killenwa said horseshoe. Okay. All right. I want you to know that this is a very scientific drawing. And if you question this, I will fight you. Okay? So here's the thing. Here's what I need you to understand. This is what it really looks like in the wild. Okay? Don't worry about it. What they're held together with is it's a banana tree. What they're held together with oh shit, I didn't even get they're held together with strings of fine silk produced by silkworms, the larval state of a variety of moths. I think in reality, what do they have? Big ass bunches, huge ass tufts of bananas, but I figured if I tried to draw that, I would be here all fucking night. Somebody's going to guess what this actually is, and it's going to break their heart, and I'm sorry. But I'm going to try. Oh, no, I shouldn't do this, should I? Actually, no, this will work. All right, we got this, and then we got... Oh, fuck, this sucks. I fucked up. We're redoing this. All right. Can't do it. Can't do it. I don't know where my brain's at today. All right, maybe we could go with like this style. Statue. Thank you. I was trying to draw like a gargoyle statue. I'm like, no, they're not going to understand statue from gargoyle. That's the dumbest shit. And then I tried to draw like a man, like a statue of a man. I'm like, dude, the closer I get to this, the closer I realize how hopelessly under-equipped I am for being an adult. And then I finally went with a bust, and they got it instantly from the bust. Should have went with a thinker. That's a good point. I tried. Yeah, some of these are really easy, and some of them are actually stumping the hell out of me. This has been an interesting day today. All right. Taco. Someone says Tavo. Oh, Azza, you got robbed. We only have 2 left. I've been blitzing. Chalupa. All right, I'm getting really hungry now. That cereal did not help. It's a microscope. Someone said submarine. Nice. Damn, you guys just had the waves come in. Last one. This is for all them. Diamond MX is like getting all of them. Dude, Diamond might be the new man to beat. Here we go. Or lady. What are these? All right, what if I draw this as well? Is this gonna help? Oh my god! Oh, you guys got it. Hold on. Sadly, the other one's missing, which means it can't be plural. Oh no. Dude, Diamond NX just took all of your lunch money today. There's no way he didn't win. Oh my god, Diamond, have I ever met you before? Bro. You've been following since last year. God damn, too good. Too good. I've never seen somebody dominate like that. I've never had such a clear winner before. Well done. We are all impressed. Some of these were crazy today. Succubus skin for our dear friend. Shandira. Interesting. Thank you all for playing. It's so hard to win, especially when you have people that are that good. This one? Yeah. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to my Discord. I'm going to start talking to people over there for the next couple hours, get some food, and I'm going to wind the stream down. And what I'm going to do is come back tomorrow with some more information to share, maybe some more gas, some more good times. You guys are welcome to hit me up on Discord. Chlorokin, hi, it's me, your boy. I'm around if you want. But first, I just need to decide who we should raid to. So while I say goodbye to you amazing people out there, why don't you recommend someone to raid to, yeah? Thanks for being here today, folks. I love your smiling faces, your indomitable, optimistic energy, and your respect for man and animal kind. Let me know who you want me to raid. Thanks for coming, guys. You're welcome, Diamond. Great work. That was incredibly good. Pseudo Pac-Man are dishes. Oh, no. What's up, Frolomir? What's up, Zach? Would happily buy that from you, says Zach. Developer called Obsidian BLK. All right, say less. Done. Scotty, take care, buddy. We still have to do a bash game at some point, but I'm waiting for my keyboard. It comes in tomorrow. Killin' Watts, take care. See you, Scotty. Cranit, you're welcome. Hope you enjoyed. Lee J, take care. See ya. You're welcome, Mira. You're welcome, Diamond. Peters, see ya, buddy. Lego, see ya. Guys, one quick last reminder. If you want to get involved in my BLOPs shenanigans and you think you can hunt, please send me a DM on Discord and wait for further news. Kind of your vibe, open source enjoyer, friendly, cool. Joe, take care, buddy. Thanks for hanging out all day. Love your spirit. Wishing you the best in all the things you do, mister. Zero, take care. Love your face. We have a chat that wants us to raid out to somebody that doesn't play Eve, so we're gonna just do it real quick. So we got a few people watching him. No idea what he's up to. Is this a friend of yours, Zach? Now I'm questioning. There's only 4 people watching. Oh, you watch him? Cool. Fuck it, dog. I'm sending it. Jason, take care, buddy. You're very welcome, Joe. Thanks for being yourself, buddy. We have a bit of a streamer over here who's doing game development. He's got a goofy little camera on. He looks like a nice guy. Please, if you go over there, just be nice to him. That's all I ask, even if you're not into what he's doing, okay? Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Kai, thank you for the follow. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.